We might be sweating a little, but
that's okay.
It'll be worth it.
Sure will. All right, let's take our spot.
Absolutely. We have Walmart, Meadowview, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Kentucky Cat and Core, and Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn.
Yay! Thank you to our great sponsors.
Absolutely.
So
super
proud of our
exciting.
sponsors. For sure. And let's talk about Friday night. How exciting! Friday night football, 'tis the season.
'Tis the season. Started off with a bang in Washington County. I was super excited. Shout out to Nate Pierce and his little co-host. They did fantastic. I was listening to them. Even though I was at the game, I was still listening to them. They did a great job.
And I appreciate you saying that. And I had so many people that blew up my phone that were saying how much they enjoyed them.
They did so good.
I thought they did wonderful.
You know, the boys played fantastic.
And they did good. Yeah.
38-0. They did great. West Washington.
Eastern did good.
They did really, so good. I said it's going to take a few years and they'll come into their own.
They are coming in.
They've got that train moving.
Look at the winds of change.
I know. I was super proud of both of them teams.
Yeah. It was a fun party, and it was really, it was a game.
It was.
One of those, that you really pay attention to.
Yeah, it was just head to head there. So
I love Friday night football.
Me too.
I love the high school football. It's just such a great tradition. It's so much fun. It's so exciting and everything. So I appreciate you saying that. But yes, my phone was blowing up saying how they thought they did.
They did good. Their little post-game show. It was so good. I loved it. Players super excited.
Oh yeah.
He was very proud of those boys. They dedicated that to Coach Humphrey.
Yes,
that was a great win.
And definitely keeping him in our thoughts.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Good times.
Been a huge part of Salem, so.
Absolutely. Yeah. So very good on that. Yeah. The Reds completed their 3-game sweep of the Florida Marlins 3-1 yesterday. They play the number 1 Milwaukee Brewers starting Tuesday night. In high school sports, Friday night, Salem shut out North Harrison Cougars 38-0. The Lions open their season at home this week with Silver Creek Friday night.
That'll be a good game.
That will be a great game. West Washington Eastern open their season Friday night at Pekin with the Musketeers holding their lead past the first half. Senators pulled ahead 20-16 for a win. The Senators host Clarksville Friday night, and Eastern travels to Crawford County, CC Wolfpack. I always have to say that. Whenever I say Crawford County, I have to say CC Wolfpack. It's one of those things I just have to do.
I want to go and change their school colors.
Well, it's funny because of the brown and orange.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
You like it or what?
No, I don't like it.
You don't like it? Oh,
no.
I think it. Yeah, I think they. Well, the reason because many years ago, whenever you're talking about Crawford County, there's a huge following. Okay. And especially years ago, they would just fill the stands with the orange and the brown. And when they come in during tournament time, they would always CC Wolfpack, CC, and they'd have the whole gym going. And of course, we were cheerleading for Salem, so we'd be trying to be loud back. And they were so loud, and just that they'd have that CC Wolfpack going. So it's funny, even when I'm in a meeting or something, completely unrelated to sports or anything. But when somebody says Crawford County, I always in my head say CC Wolfpack.
That's great.
I know. So anyway, but they were pretty impressive, and so it was pretty hard to keep our crowd going against their crowd. You know what I mean? And that's kind of you try to stay loud and proud yourself, and anyway, they had a lot going on there. So that's always awesome. In my head. But also, so that's a little fun fact. Now people will all of a sudden just anywhere they'll be saying, oh, Crawford County, and they're wanting me to say CC Wolfpack. All right, help me out on this name. Is it Ryan Blaney?
Ryan Blaney.
He won because you know how those race cars.
I know the race
they
car
make them crazy.
But
I do have Almendinger. I hope he just wins every time, so I can say that. Anyway, Ryan Blaney won Sunday's Firecracker Casino 400. There we go, AJ Almendinger. There we go, my man.
Knew it was coming.
I can do it. I got that one down. He won Saturday night's New Holland 250 race. Racing returns to Daytona this weekend. So exciting time.
Woo-hoo.
Colts got a win this weekend.
Yay.
So we don't have any tickets yet for that or for IU or Purdue football, but we're hopefully going to get some in, and so hopefully we'll send some lucky listeners to games, if Lord willing.
Absolutely. We can keep it together that
keep it all
long.
together. Stay good. Stay tight.
Absolutely.
This is the 23rd day of August. We're on the downhill slide. Isn't that crazy?
Yes. Hey, shout out to my oldest son,
Yeah,
Dakota. Happy 17th birthday.
Yeah, happy 17. Isn't that crazy?
Sweet 17.
So tell me the birth story 17 years ago.
He was born at Harrison County Hospital.
Okay.
10:10 a.m. 5 pounds 4 ounces.
Wait, how big?
5 pounds 4 ounces. 18 inches long. So yeah, had a head full of hair.
Oh, how sweet.
Super cute. Yeah.
You know he's probably like turning red right now if he knows it.
Yeah,
I love
probably.
to tell the birthing story. I love it. Everybody's got their own unique story.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that awesome?
He was just a little ball.
Yeah. So was it not like that first, whenever you first become a mom, is that not the coolest, best, isn't it?
It was.
It's
Yeah.
what matters. Right?
It was probably one of the happiest days. But it was the scariest. He ended up having to go to COSAIRS, and he was there for a long time. He had direct and indirect jaundice, and then his blood sugar was only 24. So, yep, that was super scary, but
yeah, especially for a young new mom. That's almost anybody it would be scary for sure.
He's good now, though.
It's amazing how many babies have jaundice and what they can do with the light treatments and the light stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's thank goodness that is about now. I mean, years ago, I think they would, like, when they didn't have all this stuff, they would try to find sun, coming in the windows and try to put the baby in the windows.
I think people still do that some.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah. But
that's pretty interesting.
Yay, happy birthday. Boy.
So do you have cake?
Well, actually, we celebrated yesterday.
But is there cake at your house? That's my question.
No. He doesn't like cake. He wants cheesecake. Okay. So there's cheesecake at my house.
I did see that. I saw that. Oh my goodness.
Yes. So yeah, we have cheesecake.
And you got a variety of cheesecake.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a ton of cheesecake.
One of my daughters is that way. That's funny because we do that. We do the cheesecake because she's not crazy about cake, but so you have cheesecake.
Absolutely.
I'm taking notes. So
absolutely.
I just happen to pop
some
in.
Cheesecake.
Oh, did you see that cheesecake? That's you can't beat cheesecake. It's just
amazing. I like cheesecake.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, we're thinking about food. All right, another one today is, well, happy birthday, Dakota, and I'm glad he got lavished and got made over, and good for him, right?
Absolutely.
I'm so proud of him.
He's excited.
And that's a big time of year. I mean, 17. Start. Yeah.
Spreading his wings.
Yeah. It's exciting. Yeah. It's cool. Well, good. Happy birthday for sure, Dakota. All right, today's also buttered corn day. The buttered corn.
Ooh, yum.
Yum. And when you take it and you can, like, put it on the grill. Right?
Yes.
And I was amazed, like, how many people, like, put cinnamon on it. Yeah, and they take, or like, almost, what's some of the hotter, like the red, is it pepper?
Like the crushed pepper?
Maybe that, kind of put that, rub it on that with the salt and pepper. Yeah, there's all kinds, you can just get crazy with it. And then you can actually take it and, like, aluminum foil it and put it in the fire, let it cook in the fire with all that butter. Yeah. And then you put it on a stick. I mean, there's all kinds of, and at the state fair, everybody was eating corn on a stick,
Huh.
Yeah.
I'd have never thought of that.
Oh, yeah. It
sounds amazing.
Delicious. And, yeah, so. Yeah, buttered corn day today.
Corn.
Yeah. Sounds good. This is also Cuban sandwich. And that's got, like, the bread and the meat and, like, a Cuban sandwich, kind of like a deli sandwich. Cuban sandwich. Daffodil day. But how could it be Daffodil Day? Daffodils aren't. This isn't the time of year for daffodils.
I always think of daffodils around Easter.
You think it took them that long to get on the list?
Well,
I mean, you know what I mean? Like WSLM, we've still not got on the list of. Oh, you plant them maybe today. Oh, way above us. Way above. Whoop. Okay. Maybe you plant them today.
Yeah,
so
that could make sense then, I
guess. Planting the bulbs for spring.
Okay. Yeah, that could make sense.
All right, there we go.
I'm like, that's Easter.
I know. Hug your sweetheart day.
Aw, that's a good one.
you, I mean, now if you're back to hugging, right?
Well, that is true.
Yeah.
You may not want to be hugging your sweetheart.
That's
You don't
true.
know what they're bringing home.
Sit over there, sweetheart.
Yeah, you sit over there.
We'll just look over at each other and make eyes.
Absolutely. I'm sure there's a meme or something you can create to air hug.
Yeah, exactly. National Cheap Flight Day.
Oh.
Yeah. I always worry though, you know, when you get it so cheap, you know, is it okay?
I know.
guess. Yeah. So.
I know. And, well, me and my sister are going to Las Vegas in November.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
And we booked our tickets and everything a few weeks ago, but we're super nervous. We keep getting all kinds of updates of all the different changes, so it's like we may not.
Well, and the turbulence, am I saying right? Turbulence is like crazy to Las Vegas. My very first flight. Well, of course, my dad had a private plane, so I had been up on that. Okay, but like commercial plane was to Vegas, and I experienced all that, and I could not. Yeah, it was crazy how much the turbulence in that.
Oh.
Yeah. And so you've not flown to Vegas?
No, I haven't.
Just wait. Yeah, that turbulence, but it's natural.
Yeah.
And so like the pilot and all, I mean, everybody knows that's going to happen. It's just
you don't
just
expect
know it's
it.
going to happen. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, the Backstreet Boys are doing a Christmas concert in Vegas.
Okay.
That was our first concert we seen as teenagers.
Oh my goodness.
20-some years ago.
Backstreet's back. I saw them in Indy. All right. Yeah. Well,
we seen them in Lexington. We seen them a few times.
They're fantastic.
Our first concert was in Lexington.
So you're going back to recreate that?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Are you going to wear what you wore? Do you remember?
Oh, that wouldn't even think about it. We do still have our Backstreet Boy shirts, though.
Well, you know what? Bring them out.
My nieces could probably.
People will probably go crazy over them because they're probably, something kind of hard to find right now. That's gonna be so much fun.
So yeah, we're excited about that, but we're nervous.
Once you get there, you'll be fine, and you'll have a good time because it is definitely a lot to see, and definitely, and the shows are always fun to go to. But there's a lot of entertainment, so.
We're excited for it as long as we get to go.
We might have you call in and talk about how was your flight? I can't talk now, Becky.
I can do that.
You'll be over there trying to get yourself together. Once you get over the flight there and back, then when you get there, you'll have fun. And the concert will be a blast. That'll be really fun.
Yeah. We're staying at the Paris Hotel.
Oh, nice.
Super exciting. Yeah. So we'll see.
That's gonna be fun.
As long as the guidelines don't change, that's my worst fear.
True. Well, and then when you go like to the different hotels and stuff, you'll see like you gotta go see the different hotels.
Yes.
They're beautiful to see, and just there's so much like stuff to see.
Yeah.
And the food was delicious, and it was inexpensive at the time, and so that was good. Yeah. So.
Well, they say that like most of the buffets they're not able to do right now. Pretty much everything at the moment is, mandating masks and things like that. So I don't know. We're just keeping up with it, and we got refundable tickets. So
that's a blessing. Yeah, there you go. That makes you feel better.
It does. Yeah, it does.
Well, that's good. Well, that's gonna be fun though. Yeah. You have a full report from that.
Absolutely.
Yay. So today is National Cheap Flight Day. I did have one time. It was such a cheap flight. They put us in the very back. We didn't have any windows. I felt like there were like chickens and dogs and everything back there with us. But it was just and I was like it was the worst ride ever because you couldn't, not that you always have to look out the window, but every now and then you want to see out the window.
Yeah.
Couldn't and that was
I bet that was a long flight.
Yeah, it was a long flight for sure.
Oh, yeah, that'd have been rough.
So today is also National Sponge Cake Day. Oh, sponge cake. Can't go wrong with that. And it's showing it. This is the way to do it. You take the sponge cake, you put the cherry or strawberries, and then you put the whipped cream or ice cream and have mercy. And sponge cake, I love that because it's so fresh, it's so light, lighter.
And you eat it by itself, it's not as much sugars or
Yeah. All right, now I love sponge cake. Okay, now know, I'm thinking that. This is also Ride the Wind, and it shows those big, beautiful balloons that you ride in. I feel like one up and away.
Like the hot air balloons?
Hot air balloons.
Oh, well, I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to get it out.
Balloons, yeah. So hot air balloon that shows up, Ride the Wind. Would you ride one of those?
You know, I think I probably would. I like stuff like that.
Yeah, me too. This is also Valentino Day.
Ooh.
There we go. Yeah. Along with
little rich for my blood, but
yeah. With a little cheesecake, a little, this ain't going to be a bad day at all, is it?
Nope. Mondays getting better and better.
Getting better and better, yeah. So talking about all the great food. So get out and enjoy for sure. But going on, let's talk. Laura, let's talk. A lot of times we don't get the opportunity to talk about some of the procedures and things going on at Wslm Crossing. Give us kind of where we're at right now, and Meadowview.
Wslm Crossing is actually, they do have some positive patients and positive staff. They are vaccinated. Every one of them are vaccinated. So they're not doing any type of visitation. You can do window visits. We have virtual visits. If you call and talk with the activity department, they can schedule you a FaceTime visit with your loved one. It's very hard to swallow right now. Hopefully that's the only positives that we get, and we can kind of go back to normal, but at the moment they are not having any type of indoor visitation, nothing like that. Meadowview is actually still open. They don't have any positive patients. They are still getting to allow families in to visit. They are making sure everyone wears their mask. They do the screening process. They keep their 6-foot distance. That's the safest thing we can do right now. I don't know how long this whole thing is gonna last. I think it kind of depends on the spread, and if we can keep it maintained and keep everybody safe and healthy.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, it is definitely concerning, and on your procedures. So really, you've still been like doing the same procedures and following that,
Absolutely.
Which has been really good as far as what it could have been. We always try to look at how good it is. Absolutely. Instead of what you do have instead of what you don't have. So it has been very, very good on that. But of course, we know that it's very much. And when you do read the numbers, how many numbers we do have, and how much it is spreading, and we know from our personal with you deal with so many different people that there are a lot of hospitals that are struggling to find beds.
Absolutely, there are. Yeah. There's the hospitals are really struggling right now, and they're struggling to find beds not only for COVID positive patients, but for normal heart attack, strokes.
Right.
It's becoming increasingly difficult to find that ICU bed. So, just I beg you, please do what you can to try to help prevent the spread. I know I'm beyond tired, but I don't know what else to do.
Well,
it's sad. It's like we don't have much guidance anymore. Nobody wants to take any type of responsibility to say, here, this is what you guys need to do. So I don't know anymore.
Yeah,
we're just going to keep doing what we can to protect the residents and protect our staff as much as possible, and that's all we can do at this rate. I mean, we've got the vaccines. We having everybody wear the mask. We're doing the screening.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, that's all you can do, and it's good to reminder, for anybody that wants to come up there to.
Yes, Wslm Crossing, you have to do a window visit or a virtual visit.
Okay.
Meadowview is allowing indoor visits at this time.
Yeah. But so you could change it anytime.
Absolutely. It could have already changed by the time we got on the air.
Well, that's true.
At this moment, it's still open for visits, but
okay. Yeah. Well, no, you have to put that at the end of everything you say. Absolutely. I mean, it's just like it's like the concert. I mean, right now, but it could be everything we're doing right now. You have to put that subject to change.
Absolutely.
Could possibly, be something that.
I was leery even to order tickets for the concert, but it's 3 months away, and I'm gonna hold on to that hope, because that's kind of the only thing we've got left is a little bit of hope. So.
Right, but you do have the safety net that you can.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
That's good on that, but it is something. I mean, it's hard because you're trying to go on with your life and try to do things, and of course, I love concerts too, and I love to go like that. So you see, and that'll be a blast for you guys to go, and you deserve that, Laura. But it's the fact that also, on the other hand, is it going to be able to happen? And are they, because Vegas might start shutting down.
Absolutely, and that's
we're seeing in New York. Am I right on this? In New York, getting a little more stricter.
I think so. I think they're even making you show a vaccine card to eat indoors.
Yeah.
And I've always been very positive about the vaccines and everything, and I don't know how to feel right now with our residents being vaccinated and testing positive, and I know that there's a chance, and I pray they don't get sick enough to need an ICU bed or anything like that. I hope that it does what it's supposed to do.
Right. Now, I'm not a doctor and I don't play one on TV, so I'm just but just skirting around, just trying to figure what I've heard. This is just going by what I've heard that having the vaccination will make it less some of the symptoms.
Yes, the severe's less. That's what the symptoms less severe is what we have heard. Have always been told. That's always been the guidance on it. So I'll let you know.
Okay.
That's
I mean, because that's the thing. When you see these families and these people that are actually going through so much, and trying to fight back, it's very difficult. It's very very hard, and then let's say you get over it, and then is there a chance you can go back and get it again? I mean, how many times? Because some people have had it
twice. I know of some that's had it twice.
Yeah.
Not our patients, but just people in the community.
Yeah, me too. And so and keep praying for those that are battling it for sure.
Absolutely.
All right. Also, I'm going to switch gears a little bit, Laura, and we will give those readings towards the end. But this is something else. We were talking about food, but let's talk about pizza.
Ooh.
Okay. So I don't know how much valuable information this is, but this is kind of different. Okay. There's a pizza index, and it ranks the 50 states according to how expensive the average pizza is. Okay. The most expensive pizza is in Alaska.
Really?
Well, okay, let's analyze that real quick. Okay, let's Laura and Becky it. Okay, here.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking the reason is, I mean, how can you see in my mind? Okay, now I've never been to Alaska, but in my mind, all I see is like igloos. No, I mean, I know. I need to get out, right? I need to get out. But I see, and where would you put a pizza oven? Right? I mean, so why would it not be expensive? Because it would be something very odd. Am I wrong? You're laughing.
I know. I was just thinking it probably cost a lot more to get the supplies in to make the pizza, is where I was going with it.
Okay, that could be a possibility. But then trying to find a place.
I don't think the majority of people live in igloos in Alaska.
You know what it is because I've been through Disney. It's a small world. I need to get out. I need to go.
I love that.
I need to go. So I'm thinking.
I don't know. We'll have to.
I don't know.
We need to verify which.
I know. And so the most expensive is Alaska, and let's see here. It costs the average cheese pizza, which I don't think this is too bad for $9.21. I don't think that.
Well, no.
It's the most expensive. That's not expensive.
No.
For a cheese pizza, I'd pay that.
Absolutely. That's not that bad.
I'd pay that right now if somebody wants to bring me a cheese pizza.
Absolutely. Bring it on.
That sounds good I'll eat pizza for breakfast anytime, right?
Pizza's good anytime.
It's like cold chicken,
Absolutely.
All right, hang on. Let's go back. Okay, and the cheapest pizza is in North Dakota, where the average is $6.64. Who knew that?
Huh.
I didn't know pizza's so cheap. Now, why would it be so cheap? Because North Dakota, I'm sure, has a lot of pizza ovens.
I just keep going back to the igloo, Becky, and then trying to plug it in to heat that up, and then they end up with a big hole in the side of their igloo, and then they're going to be
and then the
really
pizza, like, you have to have a vent system to shoot the pizza
land.
smell out. Then you have every polar bear smelling those good smells. You know how restaurants do that? They shoot the smell out because it brings you in.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if you are in this parking lot here and you walk out the door, I mean, there are some good smells.
Absolutely.
The restaurants are shooting out, okay? And so don't tell me that you would have to have a vent in the igloo to shoot that out. And
maybe they don't want to shoot it out, though.
Well, I would think they would. You'd have to have a vent some kind because, I mean,
that's how they're getting the hole in the side of their igloo.
That's what, gotta have a vent system. There has to be an in and out air vent, right? I know a little bit, okay, on this stuff. I just don't know how
to Google this.
I know.
We have got to study Alaska. That's going to be our homework.
Yeah, we need to go to Alaska to
Absolutely.
study. Yeah. The cheapest pizza states are North Dakota, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Oregon, and Utah.
Huh.
Now, I did go to Utah. That was when I rode back on that plane that had no windows.
Oh, my land.
Sounds like there were chicken feathers in my hair. Anyway, that was from Utah. And I do want to say I had pizza there, and it was delicious. But I don't remember it being any more, the cheapest. I don't remember it being. It was not cheap, I don't think.
No, probably not.
The most expensive are Alaska, Montana, Oklahoma, Vermont, and Pennsylvania.
Huh.
They also looked at cities. Wisconsin is the most expensive pizza on average. We'll see here. Well, wait, hold on. I'm getting a notice. Hold on. You got someone's already. Let's see here. Looks like North Carolina is one of the cheapest too. I don't know. Indiana, I don't know where we're at, but I know that if you talk about Papa John's, I know you're going to get an inexpensive pizza, a good pizza at a good price too.
Absolutely.
And we started talking about their stuffed crust pizza.
Yum.
Oh yeah,
it's so good.
It's so good. Yeah, it's so good, so good. Okay, there it is. Okay, North Carolina has the cheapest. Actually, Alaska has the cheapest, but North Carolina is also one of the cheaper ones. So there we go.
Huh.
Who knew, right?
Yeah, I would have never. I was thinking Chicago.
I guess Chicago. Yeah, it didn't even make the chart, so it would have to be. But I would think it would probably be up there.
Yeah, it would have to be
more expensive. Yeah,
I would think so.
Yeah. And then Chicago's known for their pizzas, and also aren't they known for like their hot dogs or something? In there, they have a special hot dog that they're known for too.
I believe so. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. So. Anyway, now that we're going back to food, it happens for sure. Okay, some random facts for Monday. You can hear a blue whale's heartbeat from more than 2 miles away.
Really?
No, that's really cool.
Huh.
Think about how strong that heartbeat would be, right?
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's kind of unique.
Yeah.
We adopted a whale one time in school.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, we did.
What did you do?
I don't really remember. That's been a lot of years ago, but I do remember in 4th grade we adopted a whale, and we had little adoption papers and its name. I'm sure I probably still have them in my secret chest.
Do you remember his name?
I don't. I don't.
That's so cool, though. Yeah.
I still remember our song from 3rd grade where we, Mrs. Tower taught us. She had went on a big trip to Japan, and she had friends in Japan, and they taught us a song, and a bunch of the parents made kimonos, and we got to decorate them, and I still have that little kimono.
Now that sounds like so much fun. How did the song go?
Oh, I'm not singing it.
Oh, just say it then.
Ame fure ka songa, jana mede omukara urashina, pinchy chapu chapu ron. It's raining. I remember that much of it.
Well, I was going to say, I don't know. Wow. I'm like, whoa, what did she
Miss Tower was amazing. She taught us
wonderful.
so much.
I love that.
Fun stuff. I don't know. It just always stuck with me.
Now, see the impact of that teacher. Isn't that awesome? Yeah. That's so cool. That's pretty cool. That's neat, yeah. And something that she learned, she brought back.
Absolutely.
And shared. And that's a personality. I love that. That's wonderful. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with, I don't know what you just said, but I'm very, whatever you just said, I'm very impressed. That was, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
The only thing I can remember is girls, girls, girls. That's all I see. Yeah, that's for another day. That's the best I can do. But also some information too, just some fun facts. William Shakespeare's wife was named.
Ooh, I don't know.
Anne Hathaway.
Oh yeah. I do remember that.
Yeah. First time two men kissed in a movie was a silent film in 1927 called Wings. Little fun facts from Monday. All right, there you go. Get out and enjoy. It's crazy to think it's already Monday. We're going to be busy, and before too long, Laura will be entering into fall and all the fall festivals and stuff going on. I know that my sorority, we're getting ready for Beer in the Bricks, and so that's always a good fundraiser. And of course, all the money that we make completely go to give back to our community.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Another big trend, Laura, get ready. Dressy bell bottoms.
Ugh.
Yep. Multiple luxury brands are putting on baggy flared dress pants, which definitely have a bell bottom vibe. The wide legging at the bottom is more than classic bell bottoms, but it's big enough to low enough to mostly hide your shoes. And so obviously it's too early to see if they will catch on mainstream way, but it's funny to imagine anyway. So yes, so bell bottoms are on the way back. So if you've got some in your closet somewhere, pull them out. Or you have a weird look. You're like, oh
no.
Yeah.
Too short, too round.
Right. Also, another thing too. A 22-year-old in Italy is going viral after he got his vaccination code. He got it tattooed on his upper arm.
Ugh.
So that he tested it out at McDonald's and required proof that it worked. So I don't know about that. And the upper arm, that I guess it goes to his vaccination status.
Well, I'm not going that route. I
don't think so. That's a
copy
no-go.
of the
That's
card on my phone.
Yeah. That's a hard pass. Okay, going back to school, several of our community college kids are leaving.
Mm-hmm.
One of the 6 classes all college students should take, regardless of their major, intro into programming or coding. Number 1. Number 2, marketing or branding. Number 3, graphic design. 4, intro to statistics. 5, English. Yes. Very important. 6, very important, personal finances. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I could see where all of those would be very useful.
All of the above would be, yeah. So that's just very interesting.
I mean, is English not a mandated class?
I thought it always was.
I thought it was, but I'm sure times have changed.
They definitely have, for sure. They definitely have, for sure. So anyway, that's some information. All right, Laura, let's get some information going, and let's hear the statistics. Give us. I know. Here, I need that screen button. I've lost it, but I'll just screen.
We're going to find it.
We were hoping we were over that screen.
I thought when we got done with the COVID reports, a month ago, we were just going to be magically done. Mm-hmm. I was going to live in denial, but it didn't happen. All right, these numbers are as of Thursday, August the 19th. For the state, we had 4,120 new cases, 14 new deaths, for a 7-day positivity rate of 10.6. We currently have 3,032,290 fully vaccinated individuals. For our local listening area, as of Thursday, August the 19th, we had 462 new cases, 2 new deaths. Lawrence County, 55 new cases. Jackson County, 28. Jennings County, 29 new cases. Orange County, 29 new cases. Washington County, 28 new cases. Scott County, 35 new cases, 1 new death. Clark County, 126 new cases, 1 new death. Floyd County, 57 new cases. Harrison County, 67 new cases. Crawford County, 8 new cases. So for Washington County, we currently have 2,749 cases, 40 deaths, for an 8.1% positivity rate. Which I think it's way more than that.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Yeah, that there's another revised that should come out.
Yeah.
Another information. Yeah. It's very saddened, those numbers. Everybody's got numbers,
absolutely.
And they're not little numbers, those are big numbers.
I think let's see. Crawford County was the smallest new case ratio, and that was at 8. But everybody else is over 20, almost 30.
But roll back months ago, we had some counties that didn't have any. Nothing to report. And now we're getting, every county's got severe, and a lot of them. It's amazing how our numbers are up so much.
Yeah.
And this is something, and I don't want to be on a heavy Monday, because I know Mondays, but just reminders, everyone. This is not the flu. This is a lot more dangerous.
Absolutely.
And it's something that we just really need to make sure that we.
And it's younger people.
Yeah.
And the other day, I seen a message, and it was saying that the hospitalized were 100% unvaccinated, and they were between the ages of 35 and 70. And that was, I believe it was U of L that I seen that was from. Like I said, that was one day last week, but just kind of hits at home.
It does, and even if you have it and it's not maybe as severe as some, it still could be doing damage to your organs and to.
And you can still pass it even if you feel fine.
Yeah.
If you're testing positive, you can still pass that.
Right. And we've learned that the symptoms are not, we always saw fever, and then we remember IU busted that one up.
Absolutely. That was one of the few things
that they saw. So.
And I've been hearing a lot with this new one, or with the ones that are getting COVID. I don't know which variant they have at this point, but they were saying that they're started with GI upset. Was a lot of what people are noticing the first symptom to be, and they're thinking, oh, I've just got a stomach bug, and it turns out that it's actually COVID is what they're testing positive for. So it's kind of scary.
Yeah. And I've heard some that have said that they thought that they had sinuses,
yes,
the
allergies,
that kind of stuff too, and it really wasn't. It was the COVID, and sometimes that's the start of it. So there's so many. I guess it just, you can't put it in a box. We've always said that. It's no. It goes everywhere. It's like.
It seems like every case is just different.
I agree.
There is no 2 100% alike.
Right. Well, it's something that that definitely we just have to keep doing our thing and doing the best we can do, and protecting our loved ones that maybe can be compromised in any shape or form. So.
Absolutely.
But it is interesting, and I just want to make sure that people reminders on what to do. And
absolutely, just wear your mask, wash your hands, keep your distance, stay home if you're sick, keep your kids home if you're sick. They're sick.
Right. And if you're going to get if you're going to do over the counter, which they have over the counter now,
make sure you report it. Do your contact tracing. Hopefully, we can get this back under control.
Yeah.
Sooner rather than later. I know.
Definitely. So, just some good food for thought on everything, and we don't want anybody to have to go through all that. Yeah. And also going around is the RSV is going around really rapid.
I've seen a lot of people.
And that's surrounding counties all around. All around the state.
Daycares, I think, are dealing with it. And it's.
They say that then, I don't want to be a bearer of bad news, but then right around the corner, possibly strep will be coming.
Yes.
It'll be that time of season.
And the flu.
And all that. So, so rolling around. But I just pray that everyone keeps their immune system up and keep, and stay as healthy as you can.
Absolutely. If you fall into the category to get a booster shot for your COVID, try.
Are they having the booster shots yet?
It is for some. There's a certain grouping, cancer patients, things like that they are going ahead and doing a booster for. So
okay,
yeah, just check the guidance on the state's website and see if you fall into that category and try to get that scheduled.
Right. Good information for sure, Laura. Well, I'm so glad you came in this morning to hang out with me.
Well, thanks for having me.
Appreciate that for sure. Now we've learned all about food and pizza and staying healthy and taking care of ourselves.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate all that Salem Crossing and Meadowview. I mean, what a great team, both buildings, and they're a huge part of our community. They have so many of our loved ones there, and so many of our loved ones, and everyone that works there too, are such good hearts.
Absolutely, they're truly there for the right reasons.
Talk about angels on earth, right? Yeah. So definitely keep up the great work and all that you do in your procedures. And it's not always easy making those decisions.
It's not. I mean, it was at Salem Crossing. It wasn't an easy call.
Right.
But
it's not popular either.
No, it's not. And thank goodness we at least have the CDC and CMS that kind of give us our guidance. So that helps, that they kind of lead us rather than just saying do what you want kind of thing.
Right.
So we do at least have that for guidance. So yeah, it's not the popular decision. It's not what we wanted. It's not what our residents wanted. However, it is the best practice that we can do right now.
Absolutely.
So, for sure. Hopefully we can get it under control and get back to normal as we can at some point soon. So
hold on that thought. Well, thank you, Laura, for coming in. Keep up the great work. And thank you for being wonderful sponsors too, and helping us out on our football extravaganza.
Oh, absolutely!
So much fun.
Tonight's the first middle school night.
I know, that's gonna be exciting. Yay!
Super exciting. Yeah. We're ready.
Yeah, I love that. All right, well, let's thank our sponsors.
Absolutely. We have Walmart, Meadowview, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Kentuckiana Cat and Core, and Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gannon.
Thank you to our great sponsors.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Thank you.
KCC dumpster rental for your cleaning projects is easy with KCC Disposal. If you are a homeowner and you're cleaning out your garage, or you're a business owner and with a cleanup project, a rented dumpster can be the perfect solution. Everything can be tossed into one container, out of sight and out of mind. My dumpsters are rented up to 5 days. Just give KCC a call to get a quote and set up a time to get your dumpster delivered. Get rid of all this junk by calling KCC Dumpster Service at 812-946-0774. Or message us at Kentuckiana Cat and Core on Facebook. Thank you for your business, and God bless.
Hi, I'm Quinn Butler, a proud member of the American Senior Communities team. On the court, I've seen my fair share of victories. But as a nation, we now seek a victory through vaccination. Come on, give me a beat.
I took it.
Of course I took it. The COVID vaccine may feel rushed, but is actually the result of focused collaborative work by experts. Safety steps have not been skipped.
Give me a beat.
American Senior Communities, where caring people and teamwork make the difference.
The best entertainment value of the summer returns in 2021, bigger and better than ever. Your Indiana State Fair free stage performance schedule brings you all the sounds of summer, including Josh Turner, Home Free, Casting Crowns, for King and Country. A year you won't want to miss. All shows are free with paid fair admission. Visit IndianaStateFair.com today.
WSLM will be back everywhere you are this fall for high school football action. Get in the WSLM Sports Zone on 97.9 FM, 1220 AM, and online at YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.
That's right. You can stream your favorite local team online at your choice of platforms, plus listening live on the radio.
Follow the West Washington Senators, Salem Lions, and Eastern Musketeers and their Patoka Lake Athletic Conference and Mid-Southern Conference opponents beginning in August.
We'll be unveiling our new sports broadcasting team for 2021 soon, so stay tuned to see who will be bringing you play-by-play action each Friday night.
And stay with WSLM on your drive home from the big games with Coach Bob Lovell on Indiana Sports Talk from 9:30 p.m. to midnight each Friday and Saturday night. When you're listening to WSLM, you've got front row seats to all the local, college, and NFL action.
New babies, sports physicals, 3D mammograms, primary care, pediatrics, oncology, advanced orthopedics, lung screenings, and surgery. From providing community health services to performing the most innovative procedures, the exceptional doctors, nurses, and staff at Schneck have been caring for friends, families, and neighbors for over 100 years. Schneck, healthy together.
This is Melissa Jeremiah with Hoosier Uplands Home Health Care and Hospice. Our professionals are available at 812-849-4447 to answer any questions you have regarding home health care or hospice. Summer break has ended for our children. Please be mindful of our community's children. Slow down, be aware, and drive safely. Every child should have a safe walk to school. Our family at Hoosier Uplands would like to wish you a safe school year.
It's starting to warm up outside, and Brad, you know what that means. Brad, what are you looking at?
Oh, I was looking at the grills.
What?
The grills are coming in, Becky. It's grilling season at Walmart. Check out our great selection of charcoal, gas, and pellet grills, and our selection of Blackstone griddles.
And after you've picked out the perfect grill, head on over to the produce and the meat department and get great deals on grilling vegetables and pick up the perfect combination of fish, seafood, pork, chicken, or steak to make that first great outdoor meal of the season.
And if you're starting that outdoor patio, Walmart has fire pits, gazebos, folding and plastic chairs, and all the landscaping, plants, mulch, and rock to make your special place a great summer to relax.
Flowers and garden plants are coming in every day, and we have everything you need to get your garden started right. Fertilizer, seeds, tools, and more.
And of course, if you're looking for professional outdoor power tools, Walmart carries a wide variety of Hart brand cordless push mowers, chainsaws, blowers, and hedge trimmers that all run off of powerful 20 and 40 volt batteries. They're made by Milwaukee and put the power to clean up around the house in your hands.
Hey, Brad, I'm going to need several carts.
Hey everybody, it's Brad from your local Salem Walmart. As most of you know, we are doing a remodel right now to refresh and give a new look to your very own local Salem Walmart. We appreciate all you customers being patient with us and just want to say bear with us, and come July, it's going to be an amazing new shopping experience for you all. And as always, we appreciate your business at your local Salem Walmart.
Dr. Minigun invites you to her new high-tech office in Salem at 1350 South Jackson Street. Her office is a part of Dr. Brad Blackseye Associates, regarded as one of the leading eye care centers in the United States. The combined practice eye doctors and surgeons have helped thousands of people enjoy better vision. Dr. Mindy Gunn is committed to excellence because the people from Kentuckiana turn to her for answers, and patients turn to Dr. Gunn for the best eye care treatment available. If you're experiencing vision problems or having problems with your current glasses or contacts, give her a call today at 812-896-1717. Dr. Mindy Gunn is seeing patients for the latest in advanced eye care. You can get glasses, contacts, or prescription sunglasses. Come visit Dr. Gunn at Dr. Blackseye Associates in their new high-tech paperless office today. They are closed on Mondays, open Tuesday 9 to 6, Wednesday 8 to 5, Thursday 9 to 6, Friday 8 to 5, and every other Saturday 8 to noon. Most insurances are accepted and affordable payment options can be worked out with you. To schedule your next eye appointment, again, call 812-896-1717. You'll be glad you did, and she'll be glad to take care of your eyes.
Caring people make the difference. You can feel it the minute you walk into Meadowview Health and Rehabilitation. Experts in long-term care, not just doing a job, but following a calling. They're here to help you and your family find answers, solutions, and peace of mind. In fact, they become an extension of your family. For more information about Meadowview, visit ascseniorcare.com or call 812-883-4681. That's 812-883-4681.
The Bommarito Automotive Group 500 weekend at Worldwide Technology Raceway is more than 2 huge days of racing. It's a happening. Don't miss the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series Friday, August 20th and the NTT IndyCar Series Saturday, August 21st. 2 action-packed days and nights and the ticket packages that offer something for everyone. It's time to get out of the house and celebrate with your family and friends. We even have incredible camping and tailgate options. Much in part by the Office of Illinois Tourism and Illinois South Tourism. Go to WWTRaceway.com and get your tickets now.
They're young, they're full of wonder, they're curious about everything. Set them up for success and fuel their curiosity at the Washington County Family YMCA Early Learning Preschool Program. Registration is now open for the 2021-2022 school year. The WISE Pre-K program is open to children ages 2.5 to 5, with full day and partial day options available at the YMCA, Brady Shrum Elementary, and West Washington Elementary. Also, the YMCA is now an On My Way pre-K provider. This program provides grants for 4-year-olds from lower income families so they may have access to high quality pre-K programs the year before they begin kindergarten at no cost to the families. For more information or to get registered for this upcoming school year, reach out to Preschool Director Robin Deaton today at robin@wcfymca.org or 812-883-9622.
Have you started saving for your child or grandchild's future college expenses? If not, what are you waiting for? If you have, then you need to make sure that you're using the right type of account. Hi, my name is Fox Perlee of Fox Perlee Wealth Management. I would like to help you save for your child or grandchild's future college expenses. A 529 plan is an account specifically for college savings. Earnings grow federal and state tax-free if used for qualified expenses. Plus, Indiana residents receive a 20% state tax credit up to $1,000 per year on all contributions. A 529 plan can be started with as little as $25. For more details or to make an appointment, stop in or call me today at 812-883-8668. My office is located at 107 North Main Street in Salem.
An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, and charges and expenses associated with municipal fund securities 529 plans before investing. More information about municipal securities is available in the insurer's official statement. The official statement should be read carefully before investing. Please note that Cetera Advisor Network nor any of its representatives give tax advice. Any state-based benefit should be one of the many considerations when investing in a 529 plan. For complete details, consult with your tax advisor or attorney. Securities and advisor services offered through Cetera Advisor Network, LLC, member FINRA, SIPC. Cetera is under separate ownership from any other named entity.
Not even the brightest sun could ever fade. Come whichever hell or high water, it was always me and you either way. Hey, we wrote our own story, full of blood, sweat, and heartbeats. We didn't do it for the fame or the glory, we just did it for you and me. And that's why we were legends, loving you, baby, it was heaven. But everyone wondered, we never questioned. Closed your eyes and took on the world together. Do you remember? We were crazy, tragic and epic and so amazing. I'll always wear the crown that you gave me. We will always stay lost and forever, and they'll remember we were legends. Loving you, baby, it was heaven. What everyone wanted, we never questioned. Closed our eyes and took on the world together.
My Country is always on 1220 AM.
Flame, you're lighted up when I hear you say my name. Yeah, you know just how to start. You shine, and I just can't wait to get you out tonight. Yeah, you know how bad I want it. Ride this Chevy like a Cadillac, go that one stop line, no looking back. Wherever we're going, gotta get there fast. I'm talking red hot, red kiss falling off your lips. I'm talking red hot, red dress hanging on your hips. I'm talking backseat heartbeat pounding in my chest. I'm seeing red, I'm seeing red. Can't get you out of my head, girl. Can't get you out of my head. The way you color up my world, I'm seeing red. Town, we can get down someplace just outside of town. Bring a bottle if you wanna. That moon ain't gonna tell on me and you. Just say the word and we're gonna ride this Chevy like a Cadillac. We'll have one stop, not no looking back. Wherever we're going, gotta get there fast. I'm talking red hot, red kiss falling off your lips. I'm talking red hot, red dress hanging on your hips. I'm talking backseat heartbeat pounding in my chest. I'm seeing red, I'm seeing red. Can't get you out of my head, girl. Can't get you out of my head. The way you color up my world, I'm seeing red. I'm talking red hot, red kiss falling off your lips. I'm talking red hot, red dress hanging on your arms. I'm talking backseat heartbeat pounding in my chest. I'm seeing red, I'm seeing red, I'm seeing red. Can't get you out of my head, girl. Can't get you out of my head. The way you color up my world, I'm seeing red. I'm seeing red. I'm seeing red, 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 red.
Rick and Bubba and Becky in the morning. WSLM Salem, New Albany, Louisville. Kentuckiana's best country. My Country, 1220 AM.
They said you couldn't build a water park on the side of a mountain. They said you can't make a slide that fast or waves that tall. They said rivers are meant to be lazy. They said you can't serve macaroni and cheese out of a food truck. Well, technically they never said that, but they did look at us funny. Smoky Mountain Water Park, Sevierville, Tennessee. Conquer the mountain. Ticket specials available at SmokyMountainWaterPark.com.
Howdy folks, Craig Martin at Billy Martin Store in Martinsburg. I'd like to start off by thanking all of our loyal customers for the support that you give to us year after year. We are the oldest Indiana family-owned and operated business and have been serving you now for over a century. And as the fifth generation of the Martin family business, our family still tries to spend each day making you, our customers, number one in both sales and service. Billy Martin Store carries a complete line of home furnishings, appliances, and floor coverage that should meet any demand that you have. Billy Martin Store sells to you every day at low prices, whether you're building or just replacing. We service what we sell, and we will continue to the best of our ability to stand behind you if a problem should occur. So now that you have the facts, why not make your next purchase from a family that does care about your needs and will be happy to serve you in any way. So check us out, tell your friends to drive on down to downtown Martinsburg, or feel free to give us a call at 967-3997, and we'll be glad to help
Monday morning, sunny, hot, and humid for the upcoming week, with highs in the 90s each day, with a UV index of 8 out of 10, humidity 67%. This weather forecast has been brought
Hot and humid over the Hoosier State this week. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin with Hoosier Ag Today's Indiana Farm Forecast, brought to you by Seed Genetics Direct, the largest Ohio-based independent seed company and the Eastern Corn Belt's fastest-growing independent seed company. Visit seedgeneticsdirect.com for more information. Sweltering heat in over the Hoosier State today. Now, that may allow for some heat-based instability to pop up, but if it does, I think it's going to be with a thunderstorm cluster that tries to show itself closer to tomorrow morning, and more so to the north and west than anywhere else. So just keep an eye out on that. I do think that we do see some thunderstorms through the first part of the day tomorrow over about 60% of the state, anywhere from a quarter of an inch to 1 inch, depending on whether you get strong to severe weather coming in here. And then on Wednesday, with the heat and humidity still here, again, heat-based thunderstorms can pop up morning, midday, early afternoon. 75% coverage with a quarter to 3/4 of an inch. Instability continues to dominate the rest of the week. I'm Ryan Martin.
They're young. They're full of wonder. They're curious about everything. Set them up for success and fuel their curiosity at the Washington County Family YMCA Early Learning Preschool Program. Registration is now open for the 2021-2022 school year. The WISE Pre-K program is open to children ages 2.5 to 5, with full day and partial day options available at the YMCA.
Kentuckiana's home for the best rock classics 24/7, 365, 97.9 WSL. This program may be found offensive by pencil-pushing, bean-counting, research-loving program directors and radio consultants. Welcome to the Rick and Bubba Experience.
6 minutes past the hour. Rick and Bubba Show. We're back. 866 We Be Big. We talked Afghanistan. We talked Trump stock in Coleman, Alabama. Talked to people that were there. We're doing a weekend recap now. We got other stories coming up. It is a Rick and Bubba Buffalo Wild Wings Charity Charge Day today, benefiting Lifeline Children's Services. Great organization. And all you have to do is eat great food at participating Buffalo Wild Wings locations: Alabaster, Birmingham, Gardendale, Tuscaloosa, Hoover, downtown Birmingham, Trussville, and Pell City. All those, of course, are in the state of Alabama. Welcome back. There's Bill Bubba Bussey.
Rick, glad to be here. Honored and privileged. Thank all of you for joining.
All right, so Jordan that I mentioned in the weekend recap, this is Jordan Carver.
Fire it in there, Jordan.
That's right, he is a fired in there, isn't he?
Yep.
So he's the one that...
all right, Jordan, fire it in there.
Who worked so hard for around a year to get this thing put together, and then his dad comes up with an idea of something at the end. Jordan, and I know we stressed you a little bit. Are you okay, buddy? Are you
ready?
Did you sleep?
You can hear I'm a little hoarse this morning. You stressed me out so bad my body's breaking down.
Jordan, I told Rick in the break, I said, I'm glad it worked out, but man, I feel bad for you.
Oh, dude, I was on that stage. He texted me, Bubba, with a minute left on the countdown. With that, hey, we'll be there at 9:45. And I just about come apart. It's all right. And let me tell you, hey, Rick, let me tell you something. If you think next time you're in Cape Girardeau you don't have something coming,
I know.
You're
right.
That.
Oh, God, and I've said myself, you're not in the treaty. So, Jordan, let me ask you this. Now, Bones is trying to exaggerate it and saying, even though we did get back, that we walked in halfway through the last song. We walked in. It was the first song.
Rick, okay, you were putting on your mic all the way through the second song. I mean, Rick barely made it on stage.
Well, I wasn't the first one. It was Wingo talking first. I mean,
you had to introduce it.
Well, that's true. I could have done it with no mic if I had. But anyway, man, you did a great. You and everybody. I hope you heard us say thanks, sir. You did a great job. I'm sorry your dad stressed you. Hey,
we'll do that later.
Jordan, and are we going to talk about the bum steer you gave Wingo?
Well, bring it up. You do it.
So we're sitting there at the restaurant, and you always want to ask the locals, what do we need to order?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it was what was the name of that place?
It was Mary Jane.
Okay, well, that Last Dance with Mary Jane. That's right. And,
that's right.
And it was. And I guess what I noticed is it was kind of one of these places. It felt very Texas-like to me, where you got brisket, you got smoked turkey, you got a lot of meat, you got pork, barbecue, and all this. And so all of a sudden, Jordan, he's just going nuts over this. What is it, honey something? What was it?
Hot honey chicken.
Hot honey chicken.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So, and I kind of backed off of it. Then you were like, you came back in there again. So I see Wingo orders it. And I see Wingo, he looks at me and he goes, my stomach's on fire. And I said, you know, and it's okay to take these kind of daredevil trips if you don't have to get up next morning and speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, on the road.
Yeah, of course, Jordan. I mean, he just over there having time of his life. You know, until his dad, his dad called the coach at SEMO and brought him over. But
he made his stomach burn.
Yeah, your stomach was burning like Wingo's.
Yeah, it's just a little bit different burning. Yeah.
It was interesting to watch that dynamic because it's your dad. There's nothing you can really do.
No, and look, Rick, that's how my dad operates. He's just going to do what he's going to do. I mean, what am I supposed to do about it?
Stress.
Yeah, that's right.
But anyway,
Jordan, you could probably relate to Speedy real well.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Because he gets that all.
Can I ever? I probably need to have a counseling session with Speedy after this.
Yeah. So anyway, so Wingo and I ended up being room doggies, which he keeps calling. Must be what they said in the NFL. Oh, but me and Burgess gonna be room doggies. It's so. So anyway, so you know, we all go to bed, and all of a sudden I hear Wingo struggling, and he's going, Jordan's killed me. He said, I'm fighting this honey sriracha chicken. He said, it looks like I'm gonna fight this thing all night long. He said,
it's funny because it ain't me. Okay, I can laugh.
Look, there you go. Jordan gave me a bum steer. I'm like, look, and then he gets up. I won't be overly graphic, but you start thinking that you got to see a man about a dog, okay? And that needs to take place before you leave.
Yeah.
But yet, for some reason, the guy will not keep the appointment. It's just like, I need to see a guy about a dog before we walk out of here. And so we walk out of here, and I said, "Did you ever see a guy about a dog?" He goes, I went, and he wasn't there. And he goes, but I will be dealing with this at some point.
Oh,
so anyway,
Dad said he walked out to the truck and said, "Where's your son?"
Right. He did. Well, thanks for everything. I'm getting great feedback from everybody who came. You guys did a first class job. It was well done.
We appreciate
all
that.
the way
We're
around.
just glad you guys were able to come, and look forward to next time.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Thanks, Jordan.
Bye, man.
See you.
Jordan, thanks.
All right. So Delbert was there. I met Delbert too. Hey, Delbert, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing okay. How you doing?
Good, man.
Hey, I'm glad I got to meet you, and you really done a good impact on the men in this area. I want you to know that. And I can't wait to go ahead and continue the study that they got started.
Yeah, go ahead and plug in. I think you'll like it. We're working on our third curriculum now. So the one they're starting there is called the Pursuit, and it's a pursuit of Christ-centered masculinity. And you'll walk through these 8 different concepts. And so, man, just be sure you plug in because look, I love events and I enjoy them, and we all need to be challenged. But where the rubber meets the road is getting in these small groups. That's where that sanctification process. That's where your spiritual maturation takes place. And so be sure to take that next step because even if you sat in there and took notes, if you took good notes, you probably can take away everything that Wingo said and I had the opportunity to say. But honestly, until you get into small groups and start really diving into the Word of God, that's where the growth takes place. So our job is to try to challenge you that you'll get into these small groups, but that's where it takes place. So please follow up with that.
Well, I've been to Promise Keepers rallies, and I've been to Men at the Cross rallies, but I tell you what, this was the top.
Well, that's kind of you to say that. I appreciate that very much. And we're kind of walking in the footsteps of those men that started these different attempts at this kind of movement, and they had some success. And we certainly took notes from them. And what we try to do is add that equipping part back to the small groups that seems to be missing from most attempts to reach and disciple men. Saying they need to get in small groups, I did it, I started, is great, and that's true. But what are they going to teach? Unless you've got a guy that can expository teach through the Word of God, and those men exist, but sadly they're usually not the majority. And then every time you get around, you finish that. What's the next thing we're going to do? What's the next thing we're going to do? We try to say, look, we'll take that off the table. Here's 1 year, everything you need, and when you finish next year, we'll have another year of everything you need, and that seems to be working very smoothly. So we're excited, and certainly we hope it continues. And so, Delbert, I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's another pat on the back to all those at Linwood that did such a good job. And it also is great affirmation and encouragement for our team. So thanks for that.
But tell Bubba just keep on swinging them clubs a little bit. It'll get better.
well, he plays tennis now. Tennis.
I ain't done anything since that golf round.
Yeah, he said he saw you golf round. He was talking to me about that. He's like, but he said, I said, no, Bubba can get. look, when you think about how little Bubba works on it, he gets through that thing pretty good.
Survives.
Okay. All right, guys. We appreciate talking to you.
Yeah, Delbert, our pleasure. Thanks for coming, too. And thanks for the encouragement. All right, another thing we got to talk about. Did you see the floods over the weekend?
Oh, wow.
Waverly, Tennessee.
A lot of water in a very short amount of time.
When we were getting ready to fly back, we actually had a prayer session because we found out that there were people that the families there knew that were trapped, and they'd sent a text saying we need to be rescued. Praise God they were, but a lot of people did lose their life. Rick and Bubba. Summer is a time for excitement. Try something new with HelloFresh. Forget grocery shopping, meal planning, and the usual hassles of cooking something for the first time. HelloFresh offers 50 easy-to-prepare menu and market items every week, plus everything you need to get grilling this summer and calorie-smart recipes so you won't have to sacrifice flavor for nutrition. Go to HelloFresh.com/Bubba and use the code Bubba to get up to 14 free meals, including free shipping. That's the code Bubba at HelloFresh.com/Bubba. As seen on Shark Tank, the Chord Buddy Guitar Learning System can have you playing the guitar in no time. All you do is attach the Chord Buddy to a guitar while you immediately begin to play music. Within a few weeks, you'll begin removing some of the tabs and you'll start making chords on your own. Chord Buddy comes for right or left-handed strummers, and you can get the Guitar Learning System for just $49.95 or the crazy deal for just $64.95, which comes with a guitar tuner. Start playing guitar right away with Chord Buddy. Head to chordbuddy.com or go to rickandbubba.com under the sponsors.
Want to hear something amazing? Discover matches all the cash back you earn on your credit card at the end of your first year, automatically, dollar for dollar, with no limit on how much you can earn. Extra cash? Come on, how amazing is that? In fact, it's even more amazing when you realize all the places where Discover is accepted. 99% of places in the U.S. that take credit cards. So when it comes to Discover, get used to hearing yes more often. Learn more at discover.com/yes. 2021 Nielsen Report. Limitations apply.
Taco Bell presents a get-out-of-bedtime story. It's time to wake up from this amazing dream, even though you're jet skiing on lemonade. How extreme! And oh, look at that, you just won the lottery. Is that a castle? Take the keys, it's your property. What's better than swimming in space? Just wait for the big reveal. It's Taco Bell breakfast and it's actually real. So it's time to wake up and bid your dreams farewell, because toasted breakfast burritos are waiting for you, only at Taco Bell. Participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only.
Have you wanted to speak a new language but thought it'd be too difficult or take too much time? Then try Babbel. Whether you want to learn Spanish for future travel plans, French to connect with extended family, or maybe German to land a new job, Babbel works because it's built around real life. It teaches you everyday practical conversations that you'll actually use. All you need is 15 minutes a day, and you'll be on your way to confidently speaking a new language in just a few weeks. Babbel is designed by real language experts using a modern conversation-based technique that makes learning fun, engaging, and best of all, memorable. It starts by teaching you words and phrases. Then sentences gradually get more complex. Soon you're practicing short conversations about real-life topics. And with 14 languages to choose from and lesson topics like travel, business, relationships, and more, you'll be sure to learn what matters most to you. Babbel, language for life. Learn a new language with ease. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
O'Reilly. Get more miles on the road with O'Reilly Auto Parts. A clean fuel system means better gas mileage for your car. Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, get 2 bottles of Lucas Fuel Injector Cleaner for $8. Plus, earn double O Rewards points. For a clean, lubricated, more fuel-efficient system, stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents.
Check it out, Limu. A roadside carnival.
Step right up, folks. Test your strength. Come see the fire-breathing baby.
Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Look! An emo wearing sunglasses!
Lino, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
All right, folks, you've heard us talking about what Relief Factor can do for your pain for several years now. If you struggle with occasional aches and pains due to aging, exercise, everyday living, consider this. Relief Factor is 100% drug-free. It's made up of ingredients that simply help your own body deal with its natural inflammatory response. And we kid you not, Relief Factor is for real. And the majority of people who ordered the 3-week quick start for just $19.95 go on to order more. Try it at relieffactor.com or rickandbubba.com under the sponsors. Today, many small business owners are busier than ever. That's why LinkedIn Jobs has made it easier to get to the candidates worth interviewing faster, and it's free. Create a free job post in minutes on LinkedIn Jobs to reach your network and beyond to the world's largest professional network of over 750 million people. Did you know every week nearly 40 million job seekers visit LinkedIn? Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Bubba. That's linkedin.com/Bubba. Or visit rickandbubba.com for a link under sponsors. Terms and conditions apply.
Brownstown, Seymour, North Vernon, the region's rock classic station, 97.9, 97.9, WSL.
The gravy, please. Rick and Bubba. 20 minutes past the hour of the Rick and Bubba Show. 866 We Be Big is our number as we make our way back. Some other things from over the weekend. We will get to the floods in Waverly, Tennessee, but also on another sad note, conservative talk show host out of Nashville, Phil Valentine, dies after a ongoing battle with COVID-19. So, and now Valentine.
We'd actually had Phil on the show a couple of times, Rick, when we were in Nashville quite a bit, and had dinner with him one night. So we hate to hear that. Our thoughts and prayers with his family, and he was a real conservative trailblazer in Tennessee.
Yeah, and I know the Vax police are trying to have a field day with the fact that he was very cautious against the vaccine.
Right.
Did not feel comfortable with it. Now, of course, you can't even say anything about the vaccine without being labeled, back to tribalism again, as an anti-vaxxer. I don't think Phil Valentine was an anti-vaxxer, and I think they tried to clarify that he had some concerns about this, and he was telling the truth that he thought percentage-wise the chance of survival were high enough that he did not want to risk the vaccine, and he made a decision with his own freedom that unfortunately ended up costing him his life. But again, remember, the vaccine people will come up with this perfect scenario that if Phil Valentine at 61 years old had simply taken the vaccine, he would still be alive.
Right, which is not the case. If you look at the published stories today.
Yeah, it's not a guarantee. Now, if you want to say, in my opinion, this gives me the best chance to survive COVID, then certainly. But we really have not come up with anything that says if you'll do this, this, and this, you won't die from it. You do this, this, and this to give you your best shot not to die from it. And you work that out and you make those decisions, and he made his. And unfortunately, in this particular case, he was one of these people that COVID was able to kill. And that's sad for all who love him and care about him. And he certainly did a great job in that genre of conservative talk radio and was very successful and has a lot of people mourning his loss today.
Yeah, his family, he put out a statement and said Phil would like for his listeners to know that while he was never an anti-vaxxer, he regrets not being more vehemently, I can't say that word, pro-vaccine, and looks forward to being able to be more vigorous advocate for that position as soon as he's back on the air, which we all hope will be soon, his family wrote in an initial statement after his hospitalization. And he had announced on there when he had it, he said he thought he was getting better. Then he said, this is not going to be a straight line, getting better, and then was hospitalized and, just went downhill. But our thoughts and prayer are with his family. He was always very gracious with us when we had him on. So
yeah, it's just one of those things where I don't know what all took place in the beginning, but it seems to be that scenario that I think that we can learn, from the Phil Valentines of the world is, if you get it, be aggressive, whether you're vaccinated or not. When you get it, don't take the role of, I'm going to just treat this as a cold and stay at home. Like Florida is proposing, get the infusion, use some of the things that we have, as opposed to, I seem to be doing great, and then all of a sudden on day 10, it all turns bad.
Yeah, you got to be aggressive with it, no doubt. The monoclonal antibody infusion, they're having very good luck with that. Of course, always check with your doctor, but we're hearing good results with that. And unfortunately, we're still losing people to this, and that's sad. Speaking of the vaccine, the FDA is expected to give its stamp of approval on Pfizer today, probably Moderna next week, we're understanding. So that will be, for some of the people who said, hey, it's experimental, the FDA hadn't even approved it, it looks like it will get final approval today.
Yeah, and it's a difficult thing. I know people personally who have not been vaccinated, did not have COVID the first time, they got the variant, they felt bad for a few days, got through it, had no trouble.
Right.
I know people who were fully vaccinated who also got it, who've had no trouble. I know people who've been fully vaccinated that got it and had some trouble. I know people who didn't have COVID the first time and didn't have the vaccine that got really, really sick, and they're still trying to get off ventilators. So I don't know.
It's all over the road.
I don't know how to follow all this. I just say inform yourself, and as we get more information. But I do know this: we have to push through it.
Yeah,
we have.
Yeah, and I think you're seeing that.
No, I agree. I like.
There's a whole different attitude this time. You see that with the upcoming college football season.
Yeah.
You see that people are going, yeah, we're having problems, we're having numbers, but we're going to keep moving forward.
You see it with concerts.
Yeah,
I mean, I know some.
You know,
Garth Brooks canceled his, but others aren't.
One of the numbers that are coming out of this that it just appears a little strange to me. I mean, there's a lot of things strange in all this, but in the U.S., we're still hearing that the vast majority of people who are being hospitalized, 80 to 90%, depending on which numbers you look at, are unvaccinated. Where in Israel and was it the Netherlands?
Ireland
was the other group, where they're showing 50-50. So I don't know why that discrepancy is there. I don't know if that's due to the number of people who's been vaccinated in each country or not vaccinated. I don't know, but the discrepancy in that number, I think, deserves some scrutiny and to try to figure out why we're seeing that.
Yeah, and we got to.
And there may be a logical reason.
Yeah, and we also got to be truthful about all this. Someone said the other day to someone that I know, well, they said that it's the people who haven't taken the vaccine's fault that everybody is catching.
Well, that's how it's being portrayed in a lot of the media. They're calling it the pandemic of the unvaccinated.
But if the variant goes past, and it is scientifically going past the vaccine,
a lot of breakthrough infections.
Because the vaccine was designed to go after alpha, and it did that very well. And it may help you with the variant, but it does not keep you from getting it. And so if the people with vaccines can get it, then they also pass it to people vaccinated or not. Now, if you want to say the unvaccinated people seem to be overwhelming the hospitals, and you want to make that case, then certainly do that. But you don't make the case that the positive cases have to do with the unvaccinated people, because if the vaccinated people can catch it and pass it too, they're part of the positive cases.
Well, and what we've got to do,
you got to clarify what you're saying.
And sadly, what's happening now, we've talked about this ad nauseum, that there are people who have a belief, and now they're looking for numbers to back up their belief.
Right.
Or they're trying to manipulate numbers into their argument, where really, like these hospitalizations, we need to look at the numbers and see where the numbers take us.
Right.
If the numbers say that the vaccines are only somewhat effective, then they're somewhat effective. If they say the vaccines are overwhelmingly effective and you need to get one, let it say that. Let's just find the truth in all of it.
If natural antibodies do give you immunity and protection as good, if not better than the vaccine, you got to say that too.
Yeah. The thing on the natural antibodies right now, of course, initially we were told they were not as good as what the vaccine would produce. Now we're being told by other groups, oh, no, they're actually better than what the vaccine will produce. Then we were being told, well, get both, what would it hurt? Well, some people are saying now the vaccine will overrun your own immune system, and then you're gonna, it's gonna mess that up. So, again, who knows? We're hearing some. Look, science is the big loser in all this, and in the medical community, because we can't get a consensus on anything right now. It looks like the medical version of Afghanistan. It's just a mess.
Well, I had an emailer last week said, we just need to listen to the scientists. I said that. Which one?
Well, yeah. Sure.
Which one?
And I suggested to y'all that we have just one day we dedicate to COVID and bring in all. If we have to get a big auditorium to do it,
I
that's
think
fine.
this is a fantastic idea.
So let's bring in a couple who have different views. It's not a debate, but we could have a discussion and try to find where there's some common ground and what we know and what we don't know.
We're going to bring doctors and scientists who have differing views, and we're going to hear why they have different views.
I think we need to do it.
Bottom of the hour.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
There's a specialist for just about everything. Your car breaks down, go to the mechanic. Problems with your shower, call a plumber. So when you want to get your uneven, crooked teeth fixed, you see an orthodontist. They're the specialist. And that's what sets Candid, the invisible, comfortable, and removable aligners above the rest. While poorly reviewed or insanely priced clear aligner companies use general dentists, Candid only works with orthodontists. With Candid, the same licensed orthodontist who's an expert in tooth movement, who created your plan, is with you from start to finish. The average Candid treatment is just about 6 months. You'll see results way before then. And with your aligner treatment, you get Candid's teeth whitening for free. Right now, you can save $75 on your Candid starter kit when you get started from home, or you can book an appointment at the Candid studio near you today. Go to candidco.com/Bubba and use the code Bubba. That's candidco.com/Bubba and the code Bubba, or go to rickandbubba.com under the sponsors where you'll find the link. Today, many small business owners are busier than ever. That's why LinkedIn Jobs has made it easier to get to the candidates worth interviewing faster, and it's free. Create a free job post in minutes on LinkedIn Jobs to reach your network and beyond to the world's largest professional network of over 750 million people. Did you know every week nearly 40 million job seekers visit LinkedIn? Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Bubba. That's linkedin.com/Bubba. Or visit rickandbubba.com for a link under sponsors. Terms and conditions apply. Our friends at TheraBreath make great oral care products. Now, Dr. Katz has been on the show with us a lot, but did you know he formulated the first TheraBreath Fresh Breath oral rinse for his daughter over 25 years ago? He uses that same knowledge to formulate oral health solutions for your family. Every TheraBreath formula is designed to be the best at what it does, whether that's fighting bad breath, brightening your smile, preventing gum disease, or relieving symptoms of dry mouth. Check out their products and special deals at TheraBreath.com or visit rickandbubba.com for a link. Dealing with car repairs can feel like a lose-lose situation. You lose your money and your time. And if you don't have the right coverage, just one repair could bleed you dry. Ever since I called CarShield, I'm not worried about expensive repairs anymore. CarShield administrators handle the paperwork and expensive payments, so I don't have to. It's a win-win. Seriously, CarShield could save you thousands. I get to pick my favorite mechanic to do the work, and CarShield's administrators take care of the rest. It's like they're my own personal team of auto repair problem solvers. Plans from CarShield even provide roadside assistance, rental coverage, and trip reimbursement, all at no additional charge. Whether your car has 5,000 miles or 150,000 miles, CarShield has monthly coverage options to fit your budget. Get coverage today and see why CarShield cars go farther. Visit carshield.com/Bubba to save 10%. That's carshield.com/Bubba. Or you can go to rickandbubba.com. A deductible may apply. That's carshield.com/Bubba. Summer is a time for excitement, so try something new with HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you can try new dishes without the usual hassles of cooking something for the first time. No hunting down ingredients I'll only use one time, and no need to put grocery shopping and meal planning on your summer calendar. HelloFresh offers 50 easy-to-prepare menu and market items every week, including dinner recipes, ready-to-eat salads, sandwiches, soups, desserts, and so much more. With calorie-smart recipes, I don't have to sacrifice flavor for nutrition while I'm trying to beat the heat. This summer, HelloFresh also has everything that I need to get grilling, including grilling bundles, burger packs, surf and turf packs, and more. Less hassle, more sizzle, and with pictures, easy-to-follow directions, and pre-measured ingredients. Each dish is easier than the last. Go to HelloFresh.com/Bubba and use the code Bubba and get up to 14 free meals, including free shipping. That's the code Bubba at HelloFresh.com/Bubba, or go to rickandbubba.com and find it under the sponsors. Getting the care you need to stay healthy shouldn't be hard or expensive. Everyone should be able to afford their medications. Check out GoodRx. With GoodRx, you can instantly compare prices for your prescription at every pharmacy in your neighborhood and save up to 80%. 80%. GoodRx is free and easy to use, and many times it's often cheaper than using your insurance copay or Medicare. With GoodRx, you can find discounts for your prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies like CVS, Kroger, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Bonds, Walmart, and more. GoodRx is the #1 most downloaded medical app, and millions of Americans use GoodRx to get affordable health care every month. Start saving up to 80% on your prescriptions today. Go to goodrx.com/Bubba. That's goodrx.com/Bubba, goodrx.com/Bubba, or rickandbubba.com. GoodRx is not insurance, but it can be used instead of insurance. In 2020, GoodRx users received an average savings of over 70% off retail prices.
Mitchell, Bedford, and Bloomington's home for rock classics. 97.9 WSLM.
Ooh, it brings me to my knees. I can't start another.
35 minutes past the hour of the Rick and Bubba Show. 866 We Be Big is the number. As we make our way back, how did you sleep last night? I'll tell you one thing, everybody's favorite couple, Greg and Lisa Burgess, slept well.
Yes.
Yep.
Soundly, Rick. Soundly.
On that helix, like my little helix mattress.
Not even hungry today.
No.
Slept so good, ain't even hungry.
No.
What about that?
How about that? Let me tell you this, Greg.
Custom made for what I like, I tell you that.
That's right. So you're a side and stomach sleeper?
Yes.
What about Lisa? Did you ever?
Seems like I can sleep on her back.
He's sleeping so well, Rick. He don't know.
I don't know. You're right.
I wish I could be a person who could sleep on my back.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, I can't either. I can.
have to.
I can doze, but I can't sleep.
Yeah,
I get in that weird state between dreaming and what.
Me
you know.
too. Me too.
I actually sleep better on my back since I had to start doing it with a CPAP 25
Oh, I bet.
years
I
ago.
think that's
Train
I
ourselves.
think that's the preferred way to sleep if you can pull it off. I think it's better for your alignment and everything.
Sometimes I stand on my head.
But you know, Helix, all they care about is they want this mattress to be the way you sleep. They're not going to tell you how to sleep. So you tell them how you sleep. You tell them you want soft, medium, firm mattress.
They build it.
They send it directly to your door. You take that thing out of the box, and hey, here we go. You'll save $200 by going to helixsleep.com/Bubba. Voted #1 best overall mattress by GQ and Wired magazine. Bubba told me that because he gets GQ. So it also
he's been in it.
Yeah, also a 100-day free trial. So if you don't like it inside 100 days, then they refund your money. HelixSleep.com/Bubba for truly amazing sleep. You also find a link at rickandbubba.com under the sponsors. How about the floods in Waverly, Tennessee?
A lot of water.
Wow.
I mean,
how much did you say, Greg?
17 inches.
17 inches.
Guys, Rick, and I heard the meteorologist talking about it this morning. That is about 25% of the water that they will get the entire year, and they got it over about 3 hours.
Look at this. Look at these. If you're
They
watching,
said it was like a tidal wave coming through there.
Yeah, if you're watching us on YouTube, you can see it. I told you guys.
Is that an area prone to flooding already?
See, that's what I wanted to know. I don't know. All I know is we were getting ready to leave Cape Girardeau, and we were told to stand there outside the plane, and we need to pray because 2 people that were connected to the family, I think it was Jordan's grandparents, that they were trapped and they were wanting to be rescued. They didn't have any rescue coming and wanted us to pray that they would not be swept away. And Waverly, Tennessee got an email from one of our truck drivers that listens to us. He got trapped in it and said people were just getting washed everywhere.
I don't know if you've seen the footage, not only this of the flood, but the aftermath. Just cars piled up everywhere.
I did see that.
And
shows you the force of the water.
I think the truck driver you're talking about, Rick, said he almost went through some water, turned around and went back, and it was a good thing because some people were swept away.
Correct.
If I remember the email right.
You're right. I saw that same thing.
I mean, when a house floats away, that is serious water. I mean, that is unbelievable.
You're taking a van and propping it up against a tree.
Yeah.
I will tell you guys this. With usually this time of year, and we're in Alabama, so we're in the South too. This time of year, normally the pond at the farm, just from evaporation, is way down.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that part where you're looking, going, man, I hate when the pond looks like this. Our pond has not even remotely been down because of all the water we keep getting. It's still up at the top of the bank, and it's never like that this time of year. Never. And that shows you how much water has been dropping. I mean, it's almost like an afternoon shower in big time rain is a regular occurrence almost every day. And of course, now you start talking about 17 inches.
Well, that
my
downpour was exceptional, and I guess it was part of the spinoff of the tropical storm that came up through part of the state, and some of the spinoff of that. But
is that the coal miner daughter?
Loretta Lynch, yeah, Loretta Lynch. This is her ranch, and that footage that we were just showing was also from her ranch. But you can see the before and after on the left and right.
And if I'm not mistaken, didn't her the guy that kind of runs her farm, didn't he die in that?
Yes.
There was a picture of him. There was a picture of him hanging on to a pylon.
Right.
I don't know if that was a dock or a bridge or what, but he did not make it. That was one of the casualties.
Yeah, we have that story, and I hate to say this to you, Adler, because I know, but it's Loretta Lynn.
Well, I said Loretta Lynch, didn't I?
Yeah, that's the girl that they rescued during the war.
Yeah.
Something like
Loretta-
Jessica Lynch.
no.
I'm thinking about Jessica Lynch.
Loretta Lynch is the former head of that met with Clinton on the
that's
tarmac.
right.
Head of the FBI.
Not we were all over the road. Wasn't we?
Let's see. She wasn't head of FBI. She was the.
Oh my goodness.
She was the. What was she? She was one of the prosecutors. I can't remember what office she was in.
Adler, do you even know what she was proud to be? Loretta Lynn?
Yeah, she's the coal miner's daughter. Sorry,
Yeah, that's
I was
right.
thinking of the former attorney general.
Right. Yeah. This is not. She didn't have a house there in Waverly.
State's attorney.
Yeah. There she is.
Yeah. She was a U.S. attorney.
Loretta
Attorney
Lynch. Her house is okay that we know, but Loretta Lynn,
right?
That and the caretaker, unfortunately, went on in. I mean, no, guys. When I told you we were asked to pray, he was saying
that's biblical measures right there. What they had.
They were telling us it's an 80-year-old couple, just like our mom and dad, Greg, and said that they are just texting and said we are trapped in these floods. Unless we're rescued, we're gone. And praise God, they got rescued. But I mean, my goodness, yeah, I mean, it was look right there. Oh, Bubba,
yeah, that was the last shot of it. I guess that's a barn he's hanging on to, right? The post of a barn.
That's a lot of water snuck up on you right
Yeah,
there.
it is. Greg. In a very short time.
Like a tsunami.
So you don't have time to move or prepare or, do whatever. It just comes out of nowhere, just keeps rising.
He just thought he was going to have another day showing people artifacts from Loretta Lynn.
Yeah.
Never know. You never know. How about this? He ain't worried about COVID. So Barry, Chattanooga, go ahead, buddy.
Hey, good morning, fellas. My brother lives up there, and my mom went to see him this weekend, not knowing it was rain, and she told me that it just came up so quick. There was roads gone in a matter of seconds up there, and they had a tough time just getting out. And I texted her yesterday morning, and I said, hey, don't have to paddle to church, and she said, just about. But, they had a tornado up there, too, Saturday night. And she said they went down to the storm cellar, and there was 2 foot of water in my brother's storm cellar up there.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was raining where we were in Missouri on the Friday night we got there, and the streets were flooding there. But if we had known, I'm glad. I mean, I didn't think. I mean, it was flooding enough that James Spann almost told us to turn around. But but these rainstorms when they come in, but nobody's expecting something like this. I mean, this is there's no preparation you can really do. You just hope to survive it. And they said 22 people took out.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah,
children.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, I saw that one. It was awful. Yeah, terrible. So know that the Rick and Bubba audience, how many times we've had to say amen prayer for a part of our country and Waverly, Tennessee. You really need your prayers today because they're in the aftermath of all this. And it was, as you said, of biblical proportions. I mean, it was. Look at that. That's. Have you ever? This probably isn't the time to transition to this, and I apologize for a little bit of probably not having the best timing right here. But all right, so we know in Kentucky we built the ark. Okay, rebuild.
Yes.
If they were to have this, would it float?
I think so.
I mean, that's a.
It's a valid question. The timing is questionable.
No, I said that.
I know you did. You acknowledged
I
it.
the timing
I
was
completely agree.
But I mean,
it's
I'm just saying.
I would like to know the answer.
That if this would happen right outside of Cincinnati and right there at the Kentucky
I think
line.
it's a replica. I don't know that it's seaworthy. It's actually.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, because there's office buildings tied to it.
That would be my question. That's Michael. So
Go
maybe it's a
seaworthy.
no.
Yeah, right.
They
So
should
it's pretty
see
good.
where.
So maybe the answer.
But I
is
wonder if
no.
it's sealed on the bottom.
it's
I mean, that's a
full
good
of-
question. Yeah.
And you're right. It probably wasn't.
They probably didn't do a lot of things you'd have to do actually building a boat. You know?
Greg, they said they went to the blueprint
Okay.
in
Well, maybe it
scripture
will.
and they built it.
Maybe
now,
it will.
now,
Well, to size, I don't know that
Right.
it would have,
you're right.
you know,
Rick, it won't float, buddy. Okay, that
Because
look-
I'm looking at that's a
if you look on the back, isn't there office buildings tied to it too?
probably.
look
So.
under.
And
Well, Greg, but that might still float though.
yeah, that I'll be honest with you, the way that looked, it looked like it might float.
It ain't just free sitting there.
I brought this up Saturday, by the way. Does it ever kind of thing make y'all think that Jesus literally said that the end times would be as in the days of Noah, and we have literally rebuilt the ark?
Wow. Thank you for that.
Well, I mean, go look. He said it, Matthew 24. I mean, it's and hey, I mean, can you get any more like the days of Noah? The way everybody's acting, and doggone it, we didn't build this ark back. Oh wait, okay, wait a minute, Sam.
Look, it's above
Greg,
water.
Greg, I think that'll float. Sam in
Hey,
Kentucky.
Rick.
Yeah.
How you guys doing this morning?
Good.
Hey, Rick, I'm doing your book, brother. I just want to let you know. But
Thank
to answer your question, many of the tour guides have claimed that it is sealed and it will float if it happens.
Let me
Can
ask
you
you
finish,
this,
Greg?
right
But
there.
is it seaworthy?
Look,
Rick, they're
picture-
just trying to sell it to her.
But let me ask you this: that right there
It's like a
looks
build.
like it's built on solid ground. The shot we saw a minute ago looked like it was built over a river.
I think you got the other.
See, look, there's your little.
There's
water
two different
there.
arcs.
It's just
Yeah.
an
That's
angle.
the other side, and it's a beautiful side around Christmas time. But yes,
Yeah, yeah.
But wait, what
it will
arcs?
be
How many
able to
arcs we
float.
got?
There's somebody built one somewhere else. But
Look,
look,
that was one of them tour guys. He didn't really know the answer. He
Yeah,
went,
yeah.
yeah, it'll float.
Well, no, Greg, you look right there. That's just people
Yeah.
walking under it to get in.
Yeah, it
It's like
looks
walking
like
in a stadium.
It looks
No,
like it's
it's
up
on
off
the side. If you look at the rear end right there, you've got to go up the side of it.
Right. Will it float, Sam? Will it float?
I think David Letterman had a game
I-
called that.
I believe it would.
Okay.
I believe that it will float.
Hey, let me tell you something. The Waverly, Tennessee raid happens, I'm getting on it.
Well, it's worth a shot.
I mean, it's worth a shot.
It's time to go visit it for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see where that's a different one there because it's got water up on it.
No, same
There
pond.
ain't water.
See that pond, right? It's just a pond.
There's water up under it, and there wasn't in that other picture. There's people standing all around it.
I think that's just a pond right in front of it.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
It's been tough talking to my doctor about constipation with belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. I finally laid all my symptoms out there and how they keep coming back. She said I may have irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C. We agreed it's time to try something different.
Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. There could be more to your story with IBS-C. Visit a doctor in person or online. Say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by Abbey and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
Taco Bell presents a get out of bedtime story. It's time to wake up from this amazing dream, even though you're jet skiing on lemonade. How extreme! And oh, look at that, you just won the lottery. Is that a castle? Take the keys, it's your property. What's better than swimming in space? Just wait for the big reveal. It's Taco Bell breakfast and it's actually real. So it's time to wake up and bid your dreams farewell. Because toasted breakfast burritos are waiting for you, only at Taco Bell. Participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only.
Research shows that people remember radio ads with a booming voice that emphasizes all the main points. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual Insurance Company customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
That part is super important.
Here's one with a booming voice.
I'm emphasizing everything,
Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance.
like a page with every word highlighted.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Liberty, 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 liberty.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. Last year, we saw historically low mortgage interest rates. What you may not know is that interest rates are already starting to increase, and it's likely that trend is only going to continue. Our team of experts is standing by to help you save before rates go up. Don't look back and wish that you had taken action. Call 833-8-ROCKET or visit rocketmortgage.com. Rocket.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents
And Doug. Check it out, Limu. A roadside carnival.
Step right up, folks. Test your strength. Come see the fire-breathing baby.
Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Look! An emo wearing sunglasses!
Limu, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 Liberty.
This summer, Bespoke Post is here to take your adventures to the next level with a new line of must-have Box of Awesome collections. Bespoke Post partners with small businesses and emerging brands to bring you the most unique goods ever.
This is Sean Morash with a CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by DoorDash. DoorDash makes back-to-school shopping easy. Download the DoorDash app today. So much of being a franchise quarterback in the NFL is all about who you are between the ears. Maturity can grow, but entering the NFL with that box already checked gives the team that drafted you an enormous advantage. For the Bears, after Justin Fields' performance and then press conference this weekend, they have to be smiling in the belief they got this pick right. Fields' message for his own fan base chanting his name while Andy Dalton plays was harsh, but accurate. It is disrespectful, he proclaimed. He is right, but many young quarterbacks would never say that, instead proclaiming more chest-beating belief in themselves. It's been a long time coming for the Bears to have a true franchise quarterback. For now, Fields looks and sounds the part. I'm Sean Morath.
CBS Sports Radio.
Summer is in full swing, and DoorDash is making sure you get the most out of this time with your family. Back-to-school shopping should be easy and convenient, and now it is with DoorDash. Get all of your essentials brought right to your door with 1-hour delivery. Shop healthy lunch options from your favorite grocery store and notebooks, pens, and pencils from your local convenience store. It's all just a tap away, all in one app. Simplify your summer and download the DoorDash app today.
With Amdro, you can enjoy your backyard like never before. Our round-the-clock pest protection gives you the peace of mind to enjoy your great outdoors without a care in the world. Okay, we can't defend you with...
New Albany, Jeff, and Clarksville's home for rock classics. 97.9 WSLM rocks.
Find Amdro in the insecticide aisle at your nearest retailer.
Rick and Bubba. Thanks for being with us. Speaking of that little jingle that I just sang, Brad Ryan, our guest this past weekend on Rick and Bubba University, the podcast, thought he did a great job. Very, very interesting podcast. If you haven't heard our interview from Rick and Bubba University, over the weekend, it's available wherever you get podcasts and also on our YouTube channel and our podcast channel as well. So Brad Ryan, podcast guest this past weekend for Rick and Bubba University. He was the one that gave you that song you can't get out of your head. Your kids love to sing Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba. But we talk about a lot of other things that were very, very interesting involving music and our childhood together, because we grew up with Brad Ryan, Greg, and I did. So enjoy that if you didn't catch it. And also don't forget Charity Charge today at participating Buffalo Wild Wings, benefiting Lifeline Children's Services. Bubba, an update on the vaccine front.
Yes, as predicted, Pfizer has received full FDA approval. The Federal Drug Federal Drug Administration has given full official approval to Pfizer for their COVID-19 vaccine. Moderna and Johnson & Johnson expected in the coming weeks. Now, what does that mean exactly? Of course, we were using it, Rick, under the emergency use authorization, and it requires data from clinical trials showing that the intervention is safe and effective. But the bar for full approval is much higher. That's why it's taken so long. Now, with 200 million people at least partially vaccinated, the FDA could remove the asterisk next to the name this week. Full approval would grant the vaccine manufacturers permission to advertise their products and allow them to continue selling them after the public health emergency around COVID-19 has ended. For doctors, full approval would also allow them to use the vaccines off-label, potentially as booster shots.
So there you go.
And so it is official approved.
Yeah. So at least we won't say that anymore. The FDA hadn't even approved it, so you have to do that.
Right. That's off the table.
Over to the world of sports. Bubba, have you seen why is everybody fighting so much at games? Have we been cooped up?
We're rowdy, right? You know, it's like you're watching a bunch of soccer fans.
Thank you. We have Steelers fans, right out of the Charlie Daniels song. Steeler fans fight after woman hits man in stands during game.
No, they're both for the same team, though, right?
Yeah, there's just some sort of
arguing over who's starting a quarterback.
Yeah,
I think he put his hands on her. She slapped him, and then here we go.
Oh. Well, and then that guy said, "Well, look, you can't punch a woman." But did he just punch? He did punch the woman. Yeah. Well, he punched her hard too. Wow. Ooh.
He's punching everybody.
She's back in again. She's going to get punched again. And
this is Sean Morash with a CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by DoorDash. DoorDash makes back-to-school shopping easy. Download the DoorDash app today. So much of being a franchise quarterback in the NFL is all about who you are between the ears. Maturity can grow, but entering the NFL with that box already checked gives the team that drafted you an enormous advantage. For the Bears, after Justin Fields' performance and then press conference this weekend, they have to be smiling in the belief they got this pick right. Fields' message for his own fan base chanting his name while Andy Dalton plays was harsh, but accurate. It is disrespectful, he proclaimed. He is right, but many young quarterbacks would never say that, instead proclaiming more chest-beating belief in themselves. It's been a long time coming for the Bears to have a true franchise quarterback, for now, Fields looks and sounds the part. I'm Sean Morash.
Summer is in full swing, and DoorDash is making sure you get the most out of this time with your family. Back-to-school shopping should be easy and convenient, and now it is with DoorDash. Get all of your essentials brought right to your door with 1-hour delivery. Shop healthy lunch options from your favorite grocery store and notebooks, pens, and pencils from your local convenience store. It's all just a tap away, all in one app. Simplify your summer and download the DoorDash app today.
With Amdro, you can enjoy your backyard like never before. Our round-the-clock pest protection gives you the peace of mind to enjoy your great outdoors without a care in the world. Okay, we can't defend you against the splash zone. But when it comes to ants and other pests, we've got you covered 24/7. Find Amdro in the insecticide aisle at your nearest retailer.
Sit there right in front of her, and she didn't want somebody that close to her, that she didn't know who it was or something. I don't know. But
clearly there was a disagreement.
Yeah. You know, and well, you just two things I see there. You don't want to slap people, and you don't want to punch a woman. But I mean, when you start slapping like that, then fists start flying. Well, you kind of got yourself in a bind there.
Yep.
And I don't know what the disagreement was about, but you know, when you decide you're going to physically hit somebody, you better be ready. All right, so on the other one, what about this ACC, Big Ten, Pac-12 announcing some sort of alliance?
Well, Rick, it's kind of like we're not in the headlines, and we want to be important too, so we're going to have a club, but we're not going to tell you what the club's about, but we're going to let you know we're forming a club.
Yeah, no details at this moment.
Okay. It's almost like it feels a little knee-jerk, like, hey, we got to do something.
Something they really don't know what they're going to do, but if you throw that out there, hey.
Well, I think they do have to do something. And here's the bad thing, is you notice who's still left out in this conversation. Because this alliance doesn't include the Big 12.
No, it doesn't.
This alliance is the ACC, Pac-12, and Big 10. So they're still out there on an island at this point.
You know what it sounds like? And it sounds like that point when someone has no chance, everybody says, get away from him, that's a dead man.
I know. Well, but I do think this is a good idea, and they need to get in front of it. And I think it would be, you talking about you've got to shift this thing in their favor. Okay,
Easy, Donald Trump.
I didn't say it. Now, y'all will make things up. I mean,
I saw 3 heads jump.
yeah. Well, that's where your mind's at. And so you have three huge alignment. Okay, so you got ACC plays an 8-game conference schedule.
Right.
The Big Ten and the Pac-12 play a 9-game conference schedule. So what if you said, okay, we're going to play 9-game conference schedules, and then a couple of our games are going to be against it, one opponent here and one opponent there. And I like that. That's broaden your horizons.
That sounds
or maybe even have a mini playoff. And I think, we've all seen this. When Roy Kramer, Greg and I were talking about this, when Roy Kramer did the SEC championship back in the day, people thought the SEC was going to be over. They'd never win another national title. They thought they were crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And because of one interception that what's his name threw, that Speedy knows, Matthews, changed the landscape of football. And now that's why we have this power of the SEC. So they've got to do something.
What about when you hear, like y'all said, about the alliance forming and you got left out, nobody called you?
I know.
What about me?
But listen, just saying we got something cooking is not enough. You got to have something of substance.
I think they will.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
This summer, Bespoke Post is here to take your adventures to the next level with a new line of must-have Box of Awesome collections. Bespoke Post partners with small businesses and emerging brands to bring you the most unique goods every month. So no matter what you're into, Box of Awesome has you covered. From travel and outdoor gear to breezy summer styles and grooming goods, Box of Awesome has collections for every part of your life. Now to get started, take the quiz at boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help them pick the right Box of Awesome for you. They release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories. It's free to sign up, and you can skip a month or you can cancel anytime. Each box costs only $45, but has over $70 worth of gear inside. Get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter the code BUBBA at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com, code BUBBA, for 20% off your first box. Or go to rickandbubba.com under the sponsors.
Okay, folks, Simply Safe's got a summer discount happening this month. When Simply Safe Home Security's founders, Chad and Eleanor Lawrence, designed their first security system in their kitchen, they did it for a very personal reason. Their friends had just had their home broken into. They were struggling to find a security system that was simple to set up and would make them feel safe again. People making people feel safe is what Simply Safe has been doing ever since that moment 15 years ago. A passion to protect people not only drives every engineering detail in its products, but it motivates every interaction with its customers. Whether that's during a fire, a burglary, a medical emergency, or even when you're just setting up the system, there's always someone there who has your back to keep you safe. Save 20% on your Simply Safe security system and get your first month free when you sign up for interactive monitoring. Just visit simplysafebubba.com. That's simplysafebubba.com, or visit rickandbubba.com for a link under the sponsor.
Folks, we've been talking about Relief Factor on our show for quite some time now. Do we guarantee Relief Factor is going to lower or eliminate your occasional aches and pains? No, we never make a claim like that. But what I can tell you is that the majority of folks who ordered the 3-week quick start pack for only $19.95 go on to order more. Now, what we really like about Relief Factor is it's 100% drug-free. It's a supplement that's made up of ingredients that simply help your own body deal with its natural inflammatory response. For a lot of us, that's very important. Getting older, working outside in the warm weather, even exercising can cause frustrating aches and pains, or maybe it's the occasional back, shoulder, or hip pain that's bothering you. Relief Factor has helped us and so many of our friends. So when you think of it this way, is $1 a day too much to see if you can get out of some of that frustrating pain? To order this 3-week quick start pack for $19.95 plus shipping and handling, just go to relieffactor.com. That's relieffactor.com. Let's see if we can get you out of some of that pain. Also, you can go to rickandbubba.com. Look under the sponsors button for a link. Our friends at Chord Buddy want me to let you know they got some great items to help you learn to play guitar or even the ukulele. The Chord Buddy Guitar Learning System can have you playing the guitar in no time. All you do is attach the Chord Buddy to a guitar, and you'll immediately begin to play music. Within a few weeks, you'll begin removing some of the tabs, and you'll be making chords on your own. Chord Buddy comes in right-handed, left-handed, and right-hand classical. The kit includes a Chord Buddy, color-coded songbook, lesson book, and how-to videos. They even have a ukulele pack that includes the ukulele, a Chord Buddy for it, a song and lesson book, how-to videos, and free shipping for $119. Whether you're learning guitar or ukulele, Chord Buddy is the fastest and easiest way to learn. They've got over 500,000 happy customers. You can get a Chord Buddy guitar learning system for just $49.95 or the crazy deal for just $64.95, which comes with a guitar tuner. Start playing guitar right away with Chord Buddy. Head over to chordbuddy.com, chordbuddy.com, or visit rickandbubba.com under the sponsors. No matter how you're feeling about getting back out there, there's no denying it's an adjustment. So when the world gets too loud, I just scrape my own soundtrack by popping in my Raycon wireless earbuds. Sometimes you need some upbeat music to pump you up, or maybe you need some music to, calm down and relax. And let me tell you right now, no matter your soundtrack of choice, Raycons are the best way to listen. They come with a bunch of gel tips for your comfort, and unlike some other brands, they don't stick out of your ears. Raycons have a 32-hour battery life, so you can listen to what you want, when you want, for a really long time. Raycons start at half the price of the other premium audio brands, and they sound just as good. And they come with a 45-day happiness guarantee, so you really can't lose. So no matter what the mood, whatever you need, when you listen to it through Raycon earbuds, it'll just sound better. Give them a try. See what I mean. Get 15% off the Raycons by going to buyraycon.com/Bubba. That's buyraycon.com/Bubba for 15% off your Raycon order. Buyraycon.com/Bubba or visit rickandbubba.com under the sponsors. There's a specialist for just about everything. Your car breaks down, go to the mechanic. Problems with your shower, call a plumber. So when you want to get your uneven, crooked teeth fixed, you see an orthodontist. They're the specialist. And that's what sets Candid, the invisible, comfortable, and removable aligners above the rest. While poorly reviewed or insanely priced clear aligner companies use general dentists, Candid only works with orthodontists. With Candid, the same licensed orthodontist who's an expert in tooth movement, who created your plan, is with you from start to finish. The average Candid treatment is just about 6 months. You'll see results way before then. And with your aligner treatment, you get Candid's teeth whitening for free. Right now, you can save $75 on your Candid starter kit when you get started from home, or you can book an appointment at the Candid studio near you today. Go to candidco.com/Bubba and use the code Bubba. That's candidco.com/Bubba and the code Bubba, or go to rickandbubba.com under the sponsors where you'll find the link.
Paoli, French Lick, and Jasper's home for rock classics. 97.9 WSLM.
It was 1994 and radio was such a bore. Every station that you heard sounded so lame. Then came two good old boys breaking through that static noise, and my radio ain't never been the same. It's a very funny thing how they make us laugh and sing. I'm so glad they proved all of those critics wrong. You got Rick and you got Bubba, man, there just ain't no other. From Alabama to the world, still going strong. Man, I love to sing that Rick and Bubba song. Rick and Bubba.
It is 7 minutes past the hour of the Rick and Bubba Show. Speedy, the real Greg Burgess, Helmsy, 80 Man Adler, the gang all here for a brand new hour, and we thank you for being with us. We'll get to more of your phone calls this hour. And welcome back, Bill Bubba Bussey.
Rick, glad to be here, and thank all of you for joining.
So we were doing a little bit of a sports update when we ended the last hour. We've done just about everything. We've done Afghanistan. We've talked about Trump rally. We've talked about the floods. We recapped the weekend on the road. We've talked about a little bit of COVID. We've done it all. But so this hour, we ended last hour talking a little bit about sports. And so we have this Tom Brady story, which you really got to work hard to get to it.
Yeah, really.
The headline.
Again, the headline, it almost contradicts itself, at least the way I read it. And then the story is really not about any of that. It says, this is from Fox. Fox News says, Tom Brady disavows today's work ethic. Okay, I got that. So I'm thinking he's saying today's work ethic is not very good, and he's going to work harder than the snowflakes. Okay, that's what I think.
Right.
Then the second part is, it's not how to live a joyful life. And I think, well, wait a minute, that doesn't sound like you're burning the midnight oil if you're living, because that sounds like you got balance in your life. Kind of sounds contradictory to me, at least when I first read it.
Then you roll over, and the very first line, you go, well, now this would have been very easy to follow if they just said this as that headline. Tom Brady has advice on how to be successful. Stop blaming everyone else for you not being successful. Mm-hmm. Well, now, wait a minute. What if you said Tom Brady says the great way to have success is first stop blaming other people for your lack of success? You go, okay, there's your story. The headline, Tom Brady disavows today's work ethic, it's not how to live a joyful life, is a terrible title.
He did an interview with Peter King, and he said that he took issue with those throwing up their hands and blaming everyone and everything when things don't go their way. He says life is always changing and adapting to different things. Today, the world wants to blame and shame and guilt and fear everything all the time.
Amen.
And he said we would never teach our kids that, right? You know, we would say, hey, this is you're going to get through life the best you can. You're going to blame everyone when things don't go right, or I will always get my way. But you should never. I'm sorry. But you should never get it your way. It's not how to live a joyful life. Well, I probably need to pre-read that one.
Yeah, I think what he's saying is if you're...
We would never teach our kids that right, question mark. Okay. Saying that you blame everybody else.
He said, we don't teach our kids, do we? I think actually he's wrong. There's a lot of parents that do teach their kids that. And he says that if you're going to go out in life with a chip on your shoulder, not a chip on your shoulder to prove people wrong about you, that can actually be positive. Yeah. But a chip on your shoulder saying everybody out here, it's their fault that I'm not successful. It's not my own fault, or maybe I should try adapting. Remember, we talked about this, persevering, working my way through something. It's easier just to say it's somebody else's fault that I'm not getting my way and life's not going the way I want it to. And he said, you got to adapt. You got to change. You got to shift and work around things. And if you're going to live your life blaming everybody else for your inability to live your life the way you wanted to, that's no way to live a joyful life.
Mm-hmm. He said, he was talking about the OC, said the other day, it's a very simple game that's so hard to execute. So true. It's a totally imperfect game that you're trying to do as perfectly as possible. Every day I come out trying to do that. I'm hoping this is my best year. He called football the ultimate blame game.
And what he's talking about there is when somebody, you've seen this happen. Some guy throws a pass that looks ridiculous, and he starts doing his hands like this, like it slipped, or, it must have been somebody hit my arm, and, all this kind of crap. How about this? Why don't you just admit that you didn't execute the way you needed to, and then get back in there and execute right the next time? Quit blaming everybody else for the play not being successful.
It's such human nature to do that. Every time I'm missing a tennis ball, I look at my tennis racket.
Oh yeah.
And the other night, I said, "Hey, Helms, it's not the racket, bud."
Right.
Like I looked at it, and I'm like, "That's what you're gonna keep doing. It's not the racket. It's you."
What he's down to, and this coach out there at Southeastern Missouri said it's part of the bricks that he builds a team on. It sounded a lot like that, and the folks like that. He said the thing that we despise is excuses.
Yeah.
Mm. And boy, we live in a world everybody makes an excuse. You couldn't get somebody. You can't get anybody to say this nowadays. Two things. You never hear. I don't know. Hey man, honestly, I don't know. Nobody admits they don't know. Okay, it's okay to say you don't know.
It really is.
And then this. Hey man, I should have handled that, and this is messed up because it's my fault. I messed that up. That's on me.
A lot of that.
Hey, that's on me. I messed that up. Or how about this? Hey, I asked you a question. You don't know the answer, and say, I don't know, but I'll find out.
Yeah, that's it. I say that a lot.
You can't get anybody to say that anymore. Hey, but if you don't know, just say you don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'll find out. So, hey, how about this? Hey, did you call so-and-so yesterday? You know what? I did not. I told you I wouldn't. I forgot. But I'm going to call him right now. Okay. Yeah, I called. Yeah, it's all, my phone, I gave it up. Well, I meant to. I did. No, I didn't call it. Okay, I forgot. And then I love this acknowledgement. And I told you I would, but I will. I just didn't. I forgot that. You can't get people to be like this. Hey, where were you in that play? Got blocked. Yeah. Got whipped. Yeah, got whipped. I slipped.
How
And
about
I never feel time Dad said, well, then don't slip, because if you slip, we got problems.
How about that run for
Yeah.
them last year? I mean, football has been on the shelf for a while. Of course, it's coming back in these coming weeks, and I'm very glad of that. Some of you high school this week, but how about their run last year? They barely got into the playoffs as a wild card. Had to win 3 road games against 3 very good teams, and then beat a very good defending Super Bowl team on their home field. I mean, that was incredible. I mean, they got to play.
That's historic.
First time ever.
Historic that you played all your playoff games at somebody else's place, so you could play the Super Bowl at your place.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Wasn't it like, memory here, wasn't it like Washington, the Saints, and the Packers, and they won all of them on the road, I think? I can't remember. And then, to your point, Kansas City. Wow. That's a run right there.
Was that it? I can't remember.
I
know
can't
that
remember.
they did the championship
Going off
game.
memory there.
The National Football Conference championship game was in Green Bay. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was the last.
And I think before that, wasn't it the week before that?
Wasn't it the Saints? Yeah, because they
I
said it
thought
was
so.
probably the last time those two would play.
Yeah. But yeah, to your point, he says, it's just, you want to say, and I'm going to edit here, on the team concept is, instead of we all got to get better, it's, hey, you guys messed up, I didn't. He said that's just what a lot of people say, and it should be opposite, and that is we all got to play better, including me.
Yeah,
together.
It goes back to this again, and there were people like this. I remember our dad's statement, and it was so true because he understood human nature as good as any man I've ever seen. He said, here's how we're going to do things. Here's how we decide who plays and who doesn't. No matter who your daddy is, who your mama is, none of that matters. Now, here's how things are going to go. I'm a dictator. It's not a democracy. You don't have a say. Now, right now is the moment for you. Here's what you could do. Stay here and play, work your butt off, and get yourself on the field in the parameters of which I just laid out. Or this is the time for you to leave right now. Then you go sit in the stands, and here's what you could do. Tell everybody how great you could have been if I hadn't screwed you. So you can go sit up there and talk about how wonderful you would have been and make all the excuses on why you didn't accomplish this. That's your choice.
Yeah,
it's one or the other. And boy, and you basically see Tom Brady saying the same thing. I mean, he's you know why he's saying this? Because this is all he hears.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. If you've done much lately, you hear a lot of that anyway.
Yeah. Excuses, man. Taking responsibility for failure. Well, that's a lost start, isn't it? And simply saying, I didn't get the job done, or I just don't know, but I'll get it handled. We'll be right back.
Rick and Bubba.
There's no denying that getting back out there is an adjustment, so when the world gets too loud, we create our own soundtracks by popping in our Raycon wireless earbuds. Raycons have a 32-hour battery life, so you can listen to what you want, when you want, for a really long time. Raycons start at half the price of the other premium audio brands, and they sound just as good. And they come with a 45-day happiness guarantee. Get 15% off by going to buyraycon.com/Bubba. That's buyraycon.com/Bubba. Buyraycon.com/Bubba. Or go to rickandbubba.com. You'll find the link under the sponsors. Today, many small business owners are busier than ever. That's why LinkedIn Jobs has made it easier to get to the candidates worth interviewing faster, and it's free. Create a free job post in minutes on LinkedIn Jobs to reach your network and beyond to the world's largest professional network of over 750 million people. Did you know every week nearly 40 million job seekers visit LinkedIn? Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Bubba. That's linkedin.com/Bubba. Or visit rickandbubba.com for a link under sponsors. Terms and conditions apply.
Deb's constipation with belly pain, discomfort, and bloating kept giving her grief. She talked to her doctor to get some relief. Turns out Deb had irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, which was a start. Saying yes to Linzess helped her do her part.
Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. There could be more to your story with IBS-C. Talk to a doctor today. Say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by AbbVie and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
There's no place like Panera, where a bite of the toasty, saucy Chipotle chicken avocado melt tastes like, oh, focaccia. A cool and refreshing strawberry poppy seed salad al fresco is so sweet. And a cheesy Chipotle chicken and bacon flatbread pizza in your favorite booth feels just right. So treat yourself, because there's no place like Panera. Order on the app today. Restrictions apply. Visit PaneraBread.com.
A crying baby is impossible to ignore, but a quiet baby can be easy to forget. Every year, dozens of children lose their lives because otherwise attentive adults forgot they were in the back seat. It only takes a moment for a car to heat up to dangerous levels, even on cooler days. So get in the habit of always looking in the back seat and use reminders to ensure baby is always with you. Where's baby? Look before you lock. Paid for by NHTSA.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. Last year, we saw historically low mortgage interest rates. What you may not know is that interest rates are already starting to increase, and it's likely that trend is only going to continue. Our team of experts is standing by to help you save before rates go up. Don't look back and wish that you had taken action. Call 833-8ROCKET or visit rocketmortgage.com. Rocket.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 33.
Have you wanted to speak a new language but thought it'd be too difficult or take too much time? Then try Babbel. Whether you want to learn Spanish for future travel plans, French to connect with extended family, or maybe German to land a new job, Babbel works because it's built around real life. It teaches you everyday practical conversations that you'll actually use. All you need is 15 minutes a day, and you'll be on your way to confidently speaking a new language in just a few weeks. Babbel is designed by real language experts using a modern conversation-based technique that makes learning fun, engaging, and best of all, memorable. It starts by teaching you words and phrases. Then sentences gradually get more complex. Soon you're practicing short conversations about real-life topics. And with 14 languages to choose from and lesson topics like travel, business, relationships, and more, you'll be sure to learn what matters most to you. Babbel, language for life. Learn a new language with ease. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
As seen on Shark Tank, the ChordBuddy guitar learning system can have you playing the guitar in no time. All you do is attach the ChordBuddy to a guitar while you immediately begin to play music. Within a few weeks, you'll begin removing some of the tabs and you'll start making chords on your own. ChordBuddy comes for right or left-handed strummers, and you can get the guitar learning system for just $49.95 or the crazy deal for just $64.95, which comes with a guitar tuner. Start playing guitar right away with ChordBuddy. Head to chordbuddy.com or go to rickandbubba.com under the sponsors.
Rock out at work, rock out in the car, or wherever you are with 97.9 WSLM.
Well, it's time to talk to the people. All 10 lines are available, and we're all in here right now. The gate's open. The gate is open. Dial us up. 866-WE-BE-BIG. Make a comment, ask a question, bring information to the table. It is not designed for meaningless shout-outs or shameless plugs. Those will get you the instant buzzer. But if you move right now, you will get in because all 10 lines are available. You can talk about whatever's on your mind, respond to what we've already said, bring up something you wish we had talked about. Maybe there's a question that you have. You are now programming and running the show. So 866-WE-BE-BIG. Brad Ryan, Rick and Bubba University, the podcast, the man who gave us the Rick and Bubba song, that's out there. Charity charge going on today for Lifeline Children's Services at participating Buffalo Wild Wings in Alabama. And then the O'Reilly Auto Parts upcoming events tonight, First Baptist Church, Tuscaloosa. Ted Traylor speaking at Man Church. I'll be speaking this Friday night at the church at Old Town in Helena, along with great testimony from a former PGA golfer. And we'll be plugging you into the curriculum there. That link is at rickandbubba.com under upcoming events. And then we've got Rich Wingo coming up Sunday night at Columbus, Mississippi. He'll be speaking at First Baptist Church there. Dr. Robert Smith will be speaking at Shades Mountain Baptist Church for Man Church Sunday night in Birmingham, Alabama. All those details can be found either at rickandbubba.com or at themanchurch.com. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get guaranteed low prices and excellent customer service at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. To James in Kentucky. James, welcome to the Rick and Bubba Show. 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Hey, how's it going, fellas?
Very good, buddy.
Love the show.
Thank you so much.
Well, there's a story that I called Mark Levin, a friend, and he said the FBI come out. There were reports saying there was no insurrection and that Trump had nothing to do with it.
Have you
They slid that out Friday evening in the middle of this Afghanistan thing.
I have not seen that. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't either.
Can somebody search and see if we can find that? FBI has said there was no insurrection and Trump had nothing to do with it. I haven't seen it.
I would think Trump would have mentioned that. And maybe he did. I don't know, but I didn't hear anybody comment.
What Mo Brooks think? Greg, you're going to stir again.
So to this guy's defense, there's a number of stories. The Hill, the Independent, and a number of other ones says the FBI finds no evidence Capitol riot was coordinated. FBI finds little evidence January 6th insurrection was organized attack. The FBI comes up with empty hands in its search for a January 6th plot.
Okay, well, maybe
those are stories that are out there.
Well, if Trump knew that, he certainly had to mention it throughout. But that's thanks for letting us know, because you're right. The way they released it, it was hard to find. Rick in Sioux City, Iowa. Rick, welcome to the Rick and Bubba Show. Go ahead, 30 seconds.
Rick, Bubba, love you guys.
Thanks
for your show.
Back at you.
Long time listening. I got a question. The interview that you came out of the break with a few seconds ago about the 8:30 pronunciation with Stevie Ray Vaughan, it sounded like. I've been looking for that song for years. I love your guys' music too. Music too, a lot of good music.
Can't really understand you,
Right.
but I will look and see if I played Stevie Ray Vaughan. I think what
it was like an instrumental.
No, I heard. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I think what you heard was Johnny Lang. I did play that.
Oh, the kid Johnny Lang. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll check that out.
Yeah, it's called "Lie to Me." I think that's what you may have heard. Let me look and see if I've got that right or not. Oh my gosh, it may not have been. That's on what I played today. Greg, it may have been "Lost Lonely Boys Crazy Dreams."
Oh my goodness gracious.
All right, so anyway, it's one of those two. Joe in Tennessee. Joe, welcome to the Rick and Bubba Show. Go ahead.
Hey guys, some information about the flood in Waverly that I just discovered this morning. They're reporting that along the edge of this town runs a major highway and a railroad track. And the railroad track is built up, 3, 4, 5, 6 feet. And going through this town is a small creek. And in that creek, further upstream, goes underneath the highway and the railroad trestle. And where it goes underneath the trestle, a bunch of garbage had built up from all of the rain. And literally that railroad track was a giant berm that created a lake on the other side of the railroad track.
Wow.
When it built up to a certain point where the water just overflowed, it blew out the railroad track bridge. And so literally that wall of water from that lake came rushing through the town.
So
all at one time.
It almost was like a dam break.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was
exactly like a dam break. It was a levee that had just given out.
Wow. Because it had built
and
up.
That's why it was so devastating. It's because in a matter of seconds, people are talking about saw a wall of water coming at them and their car. One guy said that his pickup got washed up against a tree and he was climbing out the back and up into the tree just to hold on. It was literally just a wall of water coming through the town.
Wow, that makes all the sense in the world. Yeah, because that's what people describe.
Yeah, because I
I
was just reading an email from a guy that said he had read an account of a guy, and I think he said he was in a Dollar General, where there was water trickling in, and he said it wasn't 30 seconds later till it was, you had to swim in it. So it rose very, very quickly. And I think that's why it caught so many people off guard.
Yeah. Joey in Kent, Alabama. Joey, go ahead.
Hey, Rick Bubba, love your show. Calling in about the ark, whether it would float or not. Bill Nye is he's against creation and all that. And he did a segment for Ken Ham at that ark, and he was trying to criticize everything. But he said, well, if you built this ark, it really long safety.
Yeah, if you see, and like I told you, Rick, if you look at a picture of it, the back of it's connected to multi-story buildings where they have elevators and they're all. I mean,
it's amusing.
Yeah, it can't tear apart from that.
Yeah,
the tour guy said it.
Well, I mean,
Joseph. Yeah, see right there.
Yeah.
Joseph in Huntsville, 100.3 The River. Joseph, go ahead.
Hey, fellas, Green Acres.
Thanks for the call, buddy. Go ahead.
Just wanted to say I'd been listening to y'all since I got out of college all morning, and y'all recorded my morning routine. And then I joined the Army, went away for 11 years, and just moved back to the States, and it was like settling back into an old recliner. Immediately, everything felt comfortable again.
Yeah, it's kind of ragged, but it sure feels good, doesn't it?
Well,
yeah, so if you can find an affiliate.
Man, I'll tell you, that's kind of a cool deal. Thanks for your service to the country. Welcome home. But hopefully, with all the different technology we have now, even if you're ever away again and you don't have a station, tune in out, podcast archives, YouTube, those are available to you. And as long as you got cell or streaming, you can do it. Glad you're back. We'll be right back. More Rick and Bubba.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
This summer, Bespoke Post is here to take your adventures to the next level with a new line of must-have Box of Awesome collections. Bespoke Post partners with small businesses and emerging brands to bring you the most unique goods every month. So no matter what you're into, Box of Awesome has you covered. From travel and outdoor gear to breezy summer styles and grooming goods, Box of Awesome has collections for every part of your life. Now to get started, take the quiz at boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help them pick the right Box of Awesome for you. They release new boxes every